So, as we pick things up, the sun is setting. It is getting very dark, which is the perfect time for us to handle our vignette for the evening.
Yeah, fairy fingers.
Our vignette for the day takes us all the way to Moon Bay. In the late hours of the day, the sun has mostly set below the horizon, and now the Celia jungle seems almost alive as demons and fiends run amok through it, yet keep hidden from the trained eyes of elvish archers. A massive fireball launches out from the treetops and slams into the outer walls of Moon Bay, which hold strong for now, scintillating with the defensive enchantments that hold on them. From atop the walls of the Temple of the Onrado, Captain Alspeth looks out towards the otherwise dark jungle, and another voice calls out. "And as you predicted, ma'am, they'll be attacking under the cover of darkness," says her lieutenant as he approaches to stand at her side. With a nod, she exhales through her nose. "What do our scouts say? What are we up against?" The lieutenant sighs reticently, and she barks at him not to dither. Finally, he salutes. 70,000 so far, with more exiting the Dark Tower each hour. Wherever they're coming from, this army must have taken decades to assemble. "Centuries. A little over 7 of them, I'd wager," corrects the captain. The lieutenant frowns and nods. "Orders, ma'am?" "How many do we have on hand?" He kind of glances down. "Just over 5,000 strong." "Not enough," he replies. "That depends on what you mean to do with them. How long do we have supplies for in siege conditions?" The lieutenant tells her that they have about a month. "And how long do you think it'll take the Allies to assemble their forces in Stone's Throw?" she asks rhetorically. The lieutenant doesn't say anything. He just looks at her, knowing what she's saying. She gives an almost saddened glance. "Find someone young, with a family. Send them as a messenger to Stone's Throw to let them know we'll buy them as much time as we can. And make sure they understand not to come back." The lieutenant salutes, and as he turns to walk away, he asks one more question. "Are we going to die here, ma'am?" "Yes," she replies without the slightest hesitation. "Then I'll tell our soldiers to make our supplies last twice as long and give them hell before we do." Captain Alspeth merely smiles at that and returns her attention to the jungle. That is where we will pick things up, a distance away in Lockheed's Landing, where things are slightly less depressing. That one.
Just a little.
Indeed. So, we just picked up in Lockheed's Landing in the last gasp, where the bartender has just called back for Ara, and your waitress rather, Nymira, has informed him that she is currently at the temple. Before she glances back to you all, apologies for that. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Haldana went rigid and choked on her drink.
I'm so sorry. Is it not to your liking?
You said, he said, Ara, right?
Yes. Oh my.
I regret that name.
For free?
Yes. My mother.
Right. Okay.
She blinks. Is there something the matter?
No.
Of course. If you'll excuse me. And she shuffles off back towards the bar. Perception check, Caldana.
Oh, I didn't actually open... Eh.
21.
21.
You notice as she walks back behind the bar that she quickly gives a sign in Windspeak to suggest that her father should keep an eye on you. Something's weird about you.
True.
Before she goes
Long,
back to her
really.
work. And you have the night. What would you like to do?
Head tilted one side. In range, it sounds like. She
No,
then
I'm
will
good.
hold. She will then hold up the journal where she had sort of scratched out the last name, and then just points at the Ara part.
So to just side eye but quietly drink.
I have a feeling it's not a coincidence. She disappeared when I was young. We all assumed she died.
Wonder what that's like.
Looks at
Mm.
Falah
Yeah,
in
Falah
concern.
Falah definitely has a look on her face.
Mm.
She actually Falah at that stands and nods her head. I'm gonna go stay with Aunt Sophia for tonight. And she walks out of the door.
Aunt Sophia?
You have a sister?
Well, don't worry about it.
Well, all right.
All right.
A lot of family in this town. That's. Whew.
It's
Interesting.
lost family members the whole way down this campaign.
Indeed. Do you want to talk to her? At Caldana.
What would I even say? Hi, I'm your daughter. I died and then wandered around for a couple months, and now I remember things.
That would be the, I suppose, quickest way to explain things. I don't know how she'd react to it, though. I'd probably be overwhelmed by it.
Aldana just gives you a look of, gee, you think?
Was that facetious?
You could give her a letter.
Not bad, actually.
Lets her, compose her thoughts and feelings before perhaps approaching you. We are staying next door, so.
Do you want to know?
That's the question, isn't it?
Oh, I forget people wonder that sometimes.
I don't know. I mean, she has, what, is it 2 or 3 kids, Callie?
2 that you've seen so far here today, a boy and a girl.
She has, what, at least 2 kids here? Assume she's happy?
Not to be unfair, but Brux, would you be happy if you knew that you could have met Falah or instead been passing strangers in the night?
I'm glad that I have, but I don't know her story.
No, we don't. So,
But for my end, I would want you to.
yeah. Do it for you, Caldana, if nothing else. Like you said, she's happy, she's stable. Do what you think you need, because you might not get the chance again. And when it's gone, it's probably gone forever.
If you don't want to, that is your choice, but as he says, you don't. If you've got any doubt, you need to resolve it now.
That probably is for the best.
Do you need paper?
Maybe. I at least have my journal, if nothing else.
Fair enough. She puts away the paper ripping from book.
I mean, if nothing else, presumably she'll come back here.
What's passive perceptions?
Not great.
Oh shit! I believe 13.
17.
Also
13.
13.
18.
Anyone over 15 notices that both the young man and Nymira, your waitress, have disappeared. They are not anywhere in sight. Which is weird because she was running around like taking orders earlier.
Are there
Nymira and who?
The young man who you saw him earlier when
the
he was
son.
in the the sun.
Yeah. The
Uh,
the anime protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Noticing that, I'm going to see how many other customers are around, if any, or if we're the only ones here.
There's a number in here, although it is a very quiet night, like the rest of the city. No one's like really celebrating anything tonight. Tonight is a night of mourning, of reflection. So it is very quiet in here. Like I say, there are some tieflings on the stage that are doing a kind of ceremonial song and dance this evening. But outside of that, it's quite quiet in here. But there are still customers.
Strange.
Caldana, the bartender, is looking at you, and if he catches your eye at some point, he does motion you over.
I'll go over then.
We'll watch your back.
Yes.
He, as you come over, he kind of takes you down towards the end of the bar where there is nobody, and he leans over.
Zemnis.
You can tell he's really considering his words very carefully. I know who you are, matriarch. And listen, just let the kids go. They're not gonna be a problem. They'll go find somewhere. Just please.
Aldana kind of looks a little bit taken aback before, it kind of clicks. Oh, right, used to be kind of a monster.
Yeah, he thinks you're here to kill all of them.
I'm not here for that.
Really? Second pilgrimage, then? Why are you here?
You probably wouldn't believe the story if I told the whole story if I told you, but what have you heard from Stone's Throw recently?
Same as everyone else, I expect. He's returned. They're trying to put together an army that can stop her. Everyone's trying to just make do with that fact and trying to come to terms right now.
Anything about the speech from the former Grand Inquisitor?
Bits and pieces. People talk about the heroes. Sometimes they'll tell stories. There's a bard who came through a few nights ago that sang a song about him.
Hate that guy.
It's not always him.
It's always that motherfucker. There are 2 bards and you're one of them.
It's very true.
There are only 2 bards in the
As
world.
far as I'm concerned.
Anything about them other than that they exist?
Listen, I don't know. Why are you here? What do you want from me? From us?
I'm here because of complete coincidence. Well, the rest of them, and I guess technically me, are those from Stone's Throw.
You're supposed to be dead.
It didn't stick.
Clearly not.
She just kind of glances at the tattoo.
He doesn't seem to understand as you do that.
Well, Red Lady decided at one point she liked me better alive and without memories. Just recently started getting them back.
He blinks at that, and then just his eyes close, and he has like the most exhausted look on his face at that. Oh, she's never gonna let me live this down.
Aldana looks a little bit confused.
She prays to the Red Lady every night, has since I've known her.
Would that be a thing I would remember her doing?
No. You haven't seen her since you were 5?
I forget exactly where I wrote, but yeah, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, no.
I don't remember her ever doing that before.
No, it's a thing she picked up. Not my place to tell you. She'll be over at the Temple of Laki if you want to see her.
I probably should. Thank you.
Yeah.
She is happy here, right?
He smiles. We've been very lucky, very blessed, and very happy.
That's good.
He nods and allows you to go about your night. He also looks extremely relieved, like he might have thought about 5 minutes ago he was going to die.
Oh, God.
Mood.
I'm head next door.
All right.
We go
well,
after her. Or?
You may, if you wish to follow.
Varys was asking the party.
I
He has
say
a
we leave
hopeful-
her to her business.
He has a very relieved look in his eye as he goes back to the venison steaks. I love this venison steak.
uncomfortable look over shoulder.
How did he see the matriarch?
I'm sorry?
Is she here?
Is who here?
The matriarch.
I don't think so.
I believe we are confusing the terms matriarch again.
Yes, there's two types.
He was referring to Caldana, who used to be a leader matriarch, much like we saw in Mina's Grove.
Oh, that tricky lady.
Caldana used to be.
She held political sway, and, well, she used it to some interesting ends, by the sounds of it.
But that is not her role any longer. But some people, it seems, remember her that way.
Hopefully she has a chance to show them how she's changed.
Well, he seems a little relaxed. So, hopefully that is the case. She is furiously writing her journal and eating at once.
So, is anyone going after Caldana, just so I know?
I guess not. I don't.
I don't think so. She seemed to
Okay.
be fine. She doesn't seem she's in danger.
If she had told us,
Melody
she wanted us
would.
to.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And I don't know, like if they're gonna have like a
Cerberus doesn't do well with outward displays of emotion.
If Melody's going, Raelta will just go to follow Melody, but we'll assure the rest of the party so they can just wait if they want to.
Okay.
Cerberus is asking for the hot mustard.
Okay.
For his venison.
Once Caldana has left, Nymira comes back out and seems to resume her her waitressing duties.
Does she give me the hot mustard?
She does give you some hot mustard.
Thank you.
It's a little too hot, actually.
Okay, that's
It
a
is
little
very spicy.
that is a lot. Cerberus isn't disappointed. He asks for another ale. He's not mad that he got it. But
Yeah.
he is surprised.
Yeah, it's
The tell me if I
tieflings
need
like
to
it
roll
spicy.
to process that.
No, you're good, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that for a while.
So, Melody trailing behind Caldana and Caldana. Between Moonbay and Mina's Grove, sorry, I need a different song. I need this one.
I'm there too.
And Rialta.
Okay, I just didn't know if you knew.
All right, yep.
It's okay.
Between Moonbay and Mina's Grove, you have seen a number of temples by now, but never have you ever laid eyes on anything quite like this. Even the temple to Laki you saw in South Cross, which was said to be where she spoke for her final time before she perished, pales in comparison to this. Sitting on a bluff overlooking the sundered blue is the Grand Temple of Laki, a long structure that stretches out towards the main road. It is lined on either side with beautiful hedges and fountains. A statue is erected in front of it, showing two hands clasping a sword and raising it aloft, which you all immediately recognize as her symbol. Interestingly, there doesn't seem to be a depiction of her, at least on the outside. Inside, however, you see a great many depictions of her, and suddenly you understand why there is so much debate about who she was in life. The stained glass windows all along the many rows of pews display various artists' interpretations of what she looked like from over the centuries. Most show her as a human girl, no more than her mid-20s. Yet there are depictions of her as a halfling, some as an elf, and even as a tiefling. The mood in the temple is a somber one, and it is very busy tonight. All around, people are offering prayers to those they're mourning in the Vigil of the Lost. A collection plate is nearly overflowing with gold and trinkets. To the right, there are large boxes where people can donate food or medicine, as is a commonly accepted offering during the Vigil of the Lost, and these also are quite full. To the left, there are what look like stalls of sorts, almost like a vendor's stall. Behind them are people who are speaking with those who approach. At the front of the temple is a large lectern where there stands a man offering comforts, prayers, and blessings for those who seek them. That's what you see as you enter.
I mean-
Listen.
Caldana's trying to find her mom, so
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Oof, if you fail, you are never gonna have your pathos resolved. That will be embarrassing.
One roll.
well,
Beats, it
12 to develop my character, please.
beats the DC. You're good. So yeah, it doesn't take too long. You just kind of make your way down the center aisles, looking kind of into each pew as you go by. And indeed, there are a number of people here. There's not an official sermon being given at the moment, but there's just people who are there offering their prayers. And it's actually up closer to the front that you find her. Off to the right, there is a number of small little personal shrines. And kneeling at one of them, you see a tiefling woman in her probably late 40s, early 50s. She's got deep blue hair that is braided all the way down her back. She has a number of tattoos across her body, but many of them are covered up at the moment. But overall, as you kind of catch a sideways glance of her, it's been a long, long time since you've seen her, and she was, of course, much younger last time you saw her. But some of those features do still remain. You have little doubt in your mind that you are looking at Ara Chorus daughter.
Caldana's just gonna kind of freeze a bit, because even knowing it's still like seeing a ghost a little bit.
Mm-hmm. She is knelt over a simple shrine where she's praying, and at the shrine, there are a number of some gold pieces in the offering cup, and she's also placed a number of marguerites, a small flower that you would know, Caldana, tieflings often use to mourn the passing of children.
Just became more awkward for Caldana. Gonna kind of scuff her boot on the floor a little bit, like looking like she's trying to figure out what the hell you say to someone that disappeared 20 years ago and is now mourning you.
As you scuff your boot on the floor, she does glance up and look at you. And it takes her a moment as she kind of takes in your features. You have a lot more of your... I'm so sorry, I cannot remember your other mother's name. You have a lot more of her features, though. Outside of the blue hair, which is the spitting image of your mother's. But nevertheless, she does recognize the face of her former wife. And she blinks in kind of shock. I'm sorry. Did you mean to use the shrine? She's like, continue to look at you.
No, It's been a while.
Caldana?
Just all nod.
Her hand goes and covers her mouth. How?
Well, guess what do you know to start with?
Nothing. They didn't... But she's clearly running through a million things in her mind, trying to figure out an answer in her head. They didn't execute you?
I kind of rubs the back of her neck a little bit. Sort of fell off the mountain.
Fell off a mountain? When?
How long ago was that, Kelly?
It's been a few months now. Probably about three months.
Few months?
Few months? No, they didn't kill you 20 years ago.
No.
Wait, what did they say happened to me?
They said you were dead.
How did they say I died?
This is something Caldana would know that I definitely didn't write.
As far as I saw, they just said that she was lost on a expedition on a hunt.
But said you were lost on a hunting expedition.
Oh, Red Lady above. She goes to sit, forgetting there's not a chair behind her, and literally falls.
I'll reach out and like try to catch her.
Dex save.
Oh, don't drop your mom.
That'd be bad.
Well,
It's fair.
Man.
Yeah, you're able to reach out and kind of grab her by the sleeve and just barely bring her back up. Sorry. And she, like, at that moment, like, realizes that you're tangible and just pulls you into a hug.
awkward hug back.
She's crying, so it's more awkward now. But, oh my gosh. Oh my God, you're alive. What is your sister? Then.
Last I knew.
And sorry, now I need her former
I-
wife's name.
Send it to you. Oh, wait, what?
What was
Hold on,
her,
by what?
her wife's name? Kalshi. Thank you. And Kalshi, she's alive too?
That was a few months ago.
See. I God, you must have a million questions. I can't even imagine. Can we sit, please, somewhere?
Yeah. Kind of look around.
You could find a pew to sit in if you want to do it here.
Here, or would you rather go somewhere else?
Maybe outside. We could. Yes, let's go sit out in the garden. And she goes outside with you. While that's happening, Rialta, Melody. Is there anything you wanted to do in here?
What do we see them at all?
Yeah, you're able to see as Caldana is speaking to a woman that certainly could be her mother.
Okay. I will just kind of motion to Melody that we should probably give them some space and not overcrowd. Assuming, I don't know how Melody responds to that, but that'd be the first thing that Rialta would do.
Melody looks like she's off in her own world at the moment as she's looking at Caldana and potentially this tiefling being a possibility to be being her mother. And uncharacteristically of her, like, you see no smile on her face at that. Like, it's very hard to describe what kind of expression she has, but there is a lot going on.
Rialta will kind of look at her. Is something wrong, Melody? Seem lost.
And Melody kind of blinks at that, dawning of realization on her face, and she just like shakes her head like super fast and just goes like, and slaps both sides of her face and goes,
No, nothing. Maybe they're gonna want to have some privacy.
I don't know. We can go around while we wait.
Yeah.
Look around. Indeed, there is a man up at the front. The priest of this place, he looks like. Although he certainly seems to be a younger priest than you would expect of a temple this size. He looks to be a human man in his early 30s. He's got short brown hair and bright blue eyes. And seems to be quite a well-spoken man, currently wearing robes in red and white. But he's up at the front, and as people come up to him, he's taking their hands in his and offering condolences and prayers. Just from where you're standing, you can see these kind of stalls that people are behind, and as you get closer, you can kind of see that like people who are in mourning are coming up to these stalls and saying things that they need. You hear an older woman approach and say that there is a damage in the thatching of her roof. And you hear the person at the stall, who's not an abbot, but another man of the cloth. He writes down in a ledger in front of him and nods. Excellent. We'll have someone come out on the 4th day of the vigil then, if that would be acceptable. And the woman nods and bows her head graciously. Thank you so much. They appear to be soliciting good deeds that can be done effectively.
You said the human man is offering condolences to people.
Yep.
Like the first one.
Yeah, he looks to be the lead priest in here, although he is very young to be a lead priest. But he is standing at the front by the lectern where he would normally give a sermon from. But instead of that, there's just kind of a short line of people who are coming up and talking to him, and he's just offering them either condolences or a quick prayer or whatever they might need, advice, whatever they might require.
Melody at that point then will look to Rialta and go,
I'll be right back.
and she's gonna stand in line for that.
You don't have to wait too long in line. Some people in front of you everyone seems to be kind of expeditious. They're not trying to take up too much space or too much time. They're just moving along, getting what they need, and continuing to go. Some people, you can tell, they're here out of duty. They're here out of a belief that they're supposed to be because it's the Vigil of the Lost and it's the time that they're supposed to go to Temple Laki and offer their prayers. Although the return supposedly of Scala definitely has some people like, okay, this might be important. It's only a little while before you it becomes your turn, and he offers you a kind smile and says, "Welcome to Our Lady's Temple. What is your name? I don't believe I've seen you here before."
Hi, I'm Melody.
Well, hello, Melody. Welcome to the Temple of Laki. I am Father Lucas. It is wonderful to meet you. Is there something I could help you with?
I don't really know how this goes really, but I'd like to remember people I've lost.
Well, that is the purpose of the Vigil of the Lost. It is a tradition that began with Laki herself. It is said that when she touched down, before she said anything, before she would eat, before she would drink, before she would speak a word to those who believed in her, it is said that she knelt at the very spot that she landed, bowed her head, and prayed for 7 days before she would do anything else, to remember those that had gone to battle with her and those lost in the 100 years of Scala's reign. So,
Can I be in line too, by the way?
what?
Can I be in line too, by the
Yeah,
way?
you can be.
I didn't get a chance.
You can be right behind her.
I
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to speak that I wanted to do that too.
I'm sort of here, in the same vein.
Hmm.
That
And who is it that you are mourning?
a strong woman who I owe not just my life, but my friends' lives. She made it possible for me to be here. Made it possible for us to be here.
Oh.
And I swore to her that I wouldn't let the world forget her.
That is a noble cause indeed, young lady. And interesting that it should bring you to our temple here. For that is the reason that many come to the Temple of Laki. Many believe that were it not for her, we would not be here. We would not exist today as we are. That Scala would still reign. It is a good cause to keep the memory alive of those you have lost. But take care, child, that you do not become consumed by it. Honor and respect them. Revere them. Keep them in your prayers and your thoughts. But know, too, that life is for the living, Melody. We, all of us, live until our time ends. And then it is time for others to live.
She burned bright.
I'm sorry?
She burned bright.
Well,
She was beautiful and brave and kind
Hmm.
and strong.
mm-hmm. Smiles. I fear we lose too many who fit that description. If you would like, we keep a memorial wall in the back here, just behind the lectern, and he motions back to where many of these offering boxes are. You can see that many of them have some alchemical creations in it, some medicinal herbs. Some of them have actual canned goods and other non-perishables all along this wall. But also on the wall are little inscriptions of names, dates, small messages of people who have passed. But he nods. If you would care to add her name to our wall, we will keep her memory forever.
Oh,
And she's gonna take out a small purse and untie it and just kind of like dump out the
Is she about
contents.
to donate the curse purse?
She is about to donate the curse purse. Yeah.
He raises an eyebrow. Well, that is a very kind and generous donation. Thank
There
you.
is I forget. Hold on. Is it on here or is it in? I think it's in Roll20 for this. Yeah, it's on Roll20. There is 20 gold in the curse purse at the moment.
Damn.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna give that to Father Lucas.
Y'all been cussing.
Yeah. He nods as he receives the gift and takes it over to one of the offering bowls, which he puts it in there. He nods. Vigil of the Lost is always a time where people do tend to give more freely than they would at other times of the year, but that is good. There is many and more in this world who need help. And, well, with our temple, as it is actually provided and funded entirely by the city. So all of our donations go to those who need it.
Oh, no separation of church and state.
There is not, especially in Lockheed's Landing.
This offering is for my friend.
If you would share her name, I would be happy to make a prayer for her.
Suki.
There's a flicker of recognition in his eyes as he nods. Then, to my lady Lockheed, may you welcome one of your many heroes to the hereafter. May the Red Lady help her find her way to Boss, that she may be taken to his brother and in Sale be reborn anew. And he bows his head. And if you want to, if Melody,
also.
I'll say if you want to write on the wall, you can as well.
Yeah, she's gonna shuffle over to the wall.
As you go over to the wall and you are able to inscribe a message on there. If you want to tell me what the message is, you can just put it in the chat and I'll read it aloud while you're doing that. Rialta, you are now up next. And he nods and bows his head again. Welcome. Not too many sky dwarves?
Correct, yes, I am
Racist.
from the mountain.
We don't often see you this far north, but it is you are welcome as all are in the Temple of Laki.
Thank you.
What may I call you?
Oh, you may call me Rialta.
Beautiful name.
Thank you.
What may I do for you, Miss Rialta?
Oh, well, I've never. Our people celebrate Vigil of the Lost a little more. It's still a celebratory thing altogether, but usually a little more separately.
Of course. It has been some time since some of my earlier religious studies, especially on dwarven cultures. However, if I recall, the dwarves revere only one goddess. Am I correct?
Yes.
Of course. The prime goddess, the mother of all, who sits above even Laki and even, well, all who sit in the Terrasen pantheon.
Yes. Lucky is still, of course, very important. I tend to not squabble too much over the differences, but
Of course.
yes, prophets, disciples.
I do not mean to intimate that you don't believe. Merely that I recognize that we all worship in our own ways.
Of course. You give individual prayers for?
During the Vigil of the Lost, yes. It is not something the prior priest of this place did. He was more of a... well, he believed that there was one correct way to worship Laki. And I am not so arrogant, to be blunt. I believe, especially during the Vigil of the Lost, there is no one thing I could say that would be what people need to hear. And so I attempt to help as many as I can individually.
That is sensible. I understand that myself. There have been losses, unfortunately, in my family many years now, but there's never quite the right words, I think. Whether you speak them or you want them spoken to you.
The unfortunate reality of grief and pain.
Indeed.
No words can make the hurt go away because, in truth, the hurt never really goes away. We learn to manage it. It may lessen somewhat. We find new room in our hearts to let others in. But the pain never really goes away, and honeyed words cannot change that.
Indeed. He kind of looks down a little uncertainly.
You have lost someone.
Yes. Well, there's unfortunately my family has faced a few. My father, my brother's wife, computers don't exist in this world, but if they did, she looks like she's glitching almost a little bit as she can't get the word out. And then she shakes her head. Indeed, it's been
Your father and your sister-in-law.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. It's amazing how sometimes those we invite into our lives versus those who we are born with, they are the ones that hurt the most when they leave us.
Indeed. True.
Do you honor them?
I try to. My father was always an expeditious one.
Well, I would say you have certainly followed in his footsteps then, as far as from home as you have come.
Very true. My sister-in-law always had a spark, I suppose. It's not surprising when my brother felt for her. Of course, I worry about him. He's taking it very hard.
Yes. Some terrible decisions have been made out of grief. I pray for him as well as for you. But sometimes when we are surrounded by grief. We can feel as though we are drowning in it. And no amount of thrashing, no amount of reaching out, no amount of flailing can get us out of it. Sometimes it takes someone reaching down into the muck and mire and taking hold of our collar and pulling us up.
I certainly hope it's not too late for me to do that for him.
It's never too late, Rialta.
Thank you.
Of course.
A question, inquisitive of sort. You can tell she's trying to shift into a more comfortable state of thinking.
He smiles very pleasantly.
You mentioned Laki mourns those that traveled with her.
Oh, indeed.
Do we know anything about these companions?
Very little is known about those who traveled with Laki to face the final, for the final encounter with Scala, but it is known that she did not go alone. The final moments of their battle were supposedly, if we believe the scriptures, high above head, well above even the tallest of mountain peaks. Even Mount Heaven's Reach, I believe, would not suffice for us where this battle took place. But it is said that with every strike, thunderous blows rained across all of Cyrene. But it is widely reported, widely documented, that she did not travel alone. With her, there was always a group. But only she returned.
She returned alone.
Yes.
Do we know?
It is believed that she may have carried some of the relics of those she went with, but difficult to say for certain.
Did she ever say what happened to them?
He mourned them, and in none of the scriptures that we have or any of the accounts of her return does she speak of her endeavors or her exploits. She speaks only of her beliefs and what she believes must be done to prevent Scala's return.
Pause. Would I know what that is, or is
Yeah,
this
I mean, this is now he's kind of into
Okay.
more normal
normal
preaching.
knowledge? Okay, thank you. See. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. He bows his head politely and goes to tend to the next person in line.
She will as well, and she will wait for Melody to be done.
Melody, I see that you wrote to the star that burned bright to give us hope. This world shall sing of your strength and bravery. You reminded me of my mother's. Thank you. Lovely message for Onrei Dotsuki. Outside, Caldana, you lead your mother, you lead Ara over to out the door and around a corner down past some of the fountains to where you're able to find a bench that is unoccupied by a couple of the fountains, or by one of the fountains. And you sit down with her as she kind of takes a moment to, she actually reaches in the fountain, splashes some water on her face as if expecting you to vanish at some point, but you don't.
Gonna kind of half smirk. Still here.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I suppose where do we begin?
I guess the beginning.
I was out on a hunting expedition, as they say. We were tracking a goat that had been through the area recently. It was a particularly difficult winter. Very little in the way of food was trekking that far north or up into the mountains at that time. So we did our best. While we were traveling along, I stumbled across a man. He had fallen from a great height, probably caught in the blizzard. His back was broken, but he was alive. I took out my pick hammer to do as would be expected of me. But I couldn't. I didn't think it was right to, you know. He asked me to help him, and I wanted to. He was middle-aged, but had a kind face. I didn't think he was intruding on our territory. I was certain he just had slipped and fallen. I went to my captain and I told them that I wanted to help him. Well, you can probably guess how that went. They left me for dead too. One pick hammer to the gut. She motions down on her robe to a spot where there is a scar still beneath her rib cage. I lay next to him. He told me about his kids back home. I told him about mine. And he reached out. I didn't know he had magic, but he cured me. Not a lot, but enough for me to get up and I tried to carry him as far as I could back, but I was still bleeding and still hurt. And eventually he passed while I was taking him. I had to leave him there. I barely made it to Mina's Grove. Thought for sure they would have, killed you too. But apparently they did not.
Haldana's gonna tuck that little bit away for later. Shake her head. No. Far as, well, me or my sister knew you were dead. I don't. Mom changed after you left. I wonder if maybe she did know the truth.
She was always very opinionated on everything.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I don't fully remember everything yet.
You mentioned that you fell off the mountain.
Yeah.
Yet you're here. I don't understand.
It's gonna kind of reflexively glance at Soots.
She finally lays eyes on this phoenix tattoo. She kind of straightens up a little bit. Did the Red Lady help you?
Turns out she needed a champion, and I died at the right point in time.
Oh. The look on her face is one that of a woman that has had her faith rewarded. It's the only way I can think to describe it. It is pure jubilation is the look on her face. I prayed that she would help you all find your way to Boss. I could never have imagined this.
Well, suppose it worked out for the best.
Indeed. If there's anything else you want to say to her, you may. Otherwise, we will say that you two talk pretty deep into the night.
Yeah. Probably gonna warn her about, maybe why her husband thought I was there to murder all of them.
Fair enough. She, at hearing that you are a matriarch, she is very surprised. But, of course, once you say it, she recognizes the tattooing on you and recognizes, oh, of course you're a matriarch. That's, yes. But she is overall quite pleased that your journey has taken you away from all of that. And ultimately, I'll just say this, as the night has worn on, it is very late by this point. It is well after midnight when you guys finally finish talking. But she nods. I need to tell you that I am very happy with my husband. That my children here mean the world to me. But I never stopped loving you and your sister. And you are welcome as part of my family here or anywhere else. Whatever that means for you.
Gonna kind of smile. I'm what I got away from it too. Gonna kind of fidget with the locket a little bit, like trying to figure out how to bring that whole situation up.
Maybe save that for another time that you fell in love with the Dread Demon.
Okay, I wasn't
That
gonna
might be a
say
bit
the
much.
whole thing.
Mom,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
so
mad at
sorry
her.
about that time that I fucking tongue punched this dread demon. My bad.
So I met a girl.
Rialto
I
and
made her
Melody.
not so hard that she redeemed herself.
Rialto and Melody, you spend about an hour waiting before you go out and kind of peek around and see that they're still talking. You're like, all right, they're
All
fine.
right, we gotta go.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're
We
okay.
can head back.
So yeah, we'll go back to the
yeah.
the inn.
And it's a quiet evening. Is there anything anyone wanted to do before we call it a night?
Do they have Cinemax at the tavern?
Yeah, but it's like a it's like a shadow puppet thing.
Yeah,
not-
no, I
it's
get
not a-
that.
am the Cinemax.
Yeah, and it's spelled S-I-N. That's how it starts. So you know it's probably
It's not the
great.
same. No, I
Yeah.
get that. Yeah. Cerberus says, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. You're not gonna fool me. You're not gonna get me twice." The president said that once. Anyway.
No.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, all Cerberus is gonna do this evening because it's kind of too late to go to the library, nerd. So I self-burned. You can't burn me.
That's
So
true.
all Cerberus is gonna do before he gets ready to turn in, as he's finishing a couple hours before, kind of turns to Brux and just goes, "Brux,
Yes.
have you ever found it sort of unusual coincidence that the Dragonborn in the party is named Melody and is also a bard?"
Carmen glances over from her fourth drink of the night. Are you just now catching on to that?
Based off of what she said, how her parents were, I assumed it was intentional.
Oh, so they knew she would be a bard.
More hoped she would follow in their footsteps.
Oh my goodness, imagine if she was tone deaf. That's what Cerberus is going to spend the
Indeed.
night thinking about.
If we came in and you guys were still downstairs, we would have let you know that Caldana's okay.
Yes.
Temple's really interesting. Yada yada.
Cerberus, in that case, would be looking at his empty plate very intensely, as if he was perhaps lost in one of the most meaningful thought experiments of his life.
On
Fair?
the way back, Melody would have actually asked Rialta if she had kept track of certain things that people may or may not have noticed.
Keep track of what?
My cycle.
Well,
24 off, the rest on.
well, well, you saw what I did with the first pairs.
Yes? Your donation?
Mm-hmm. I do that every reign over.
Oh.
And, I just realized, that I haven't been collecting.
Hmm.
And I was wondering if you could help me with that.
Keep track of cursing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose if I am there, I can assist.
Well, of a certain specific person.
Very well. Who do you need me to collect from?
My horn buddy!
Your horn buddy?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand.
Now check, please.
Caldana.
Oh, literal horns. You want me to notice when Caldana swears?
No. I was wondering if you kept track of how many times she's sworn.
Oh, no. That's not something she starts fiercely looking through her books. It's not something I track of. Language patterns, the only kind I usually keep track of is if there are interesting accents that I'm unfamiliar with or turns of phrase, and the occasional incorrect use of certain vocabulary words.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason I asked is because I can't count past 20. And I lost count after.
You can't count past 20, you said?
No.
More than the number of fingers and toes she got.
Yeah, not even.
I wonder if it would be faster if I Actually, where's Carmen? I think this will be an excellent next lesson.
My favorite part of Melody is that she is, by every standard of the Dragonborn, an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their age of majority is like 14.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I lived with my parents until I was like 28. So
Yeah.
listen,
You
we
didn't go
all
to fucking school.
yeah,
It's true, she did.
we all mature at different rates, Kelly.
Do you know how to do tick marks? She does like the 5 cross thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do that for counting, and then we will practice counting beyond 20.
Oh, well, I don't know if there's anything past 20 because after I get to 20, I start over.
Uh-huh.
Melody, what year is it?
That's what they mean when they say carry the 20. She just throws that bad boy out.
She doesn't fucking know.
We're about to add 1. Spoilers.
Oh no, is that past 20?
What happens at Rainover?
Shit.
Rialta.exe has broken.
So,
Blue screen.
I mean,
y'all make
I know how to read and write, but with counting, that's kind of, well.
So can you read this? She writes the word 45.
There is a blank look on her face.
Can't even see it. Her eyes
All right.
just does not compute.
All right.
Like like I don't know if you could see my fucking icon on roll
Yeah.
20,
Roll-
but
the
that's
roll 20
the
one?
exact fucking face she is making.
It's like when you throw an orange dog toy into the grass. The fucker's just like,
Here's my suggestion, Melody. Don't count literally 1, 2, 3. Just tick mark. Don't even think of the number.
you
Just
gotta do the Schoolhouse Rock song. That's how
Put the-
she'll know it.
put the tick mark, and then I will come to you whenever
I'm
you
just a
have
bill.
a certain amount of tick marks, and we will
Only a bill
count
sitting
beyond
here
and
on Capitol
get you
Hill.
up there.
I'm just a bill.
Okay.
I'm only
We're gonna
a
do that. Otherwise, I'm going to
sitting
Carmen.
Here.
You all make your way back.
All right.
It is very, very late when one of you gets back. But you all make your way up to your rooms, and you do get to sleep. And you all sleep very restfully.
Cervera
Except for
screams
one
about
of
the
you.
Power of veto.
Uh-oh.
Melody,
Oh no.
as you open your eyes, you are not in your bed in Lockheed's Landing. You are somewhat south of there, in a city you now recognize. It's dark, and Rosalind and Saris both hang high above in the sky, cascading moonlight on the area. You walk through the alleyways of Mina's Grove. You occasionally stop to hand a coin to a beggar, or offer a kind smile to someone who looks as though they need it. But you walk with purpose in your steps. And at last, you emerge on the far side of an alleyway and find yourself on an embankment running down towards the river running through the middle of town. And kneeling at the edge of the river, one demonic hand submerged in the water, is the matriarch. You recognize her immediately now, the woman torn in twain by people's love and hatred of her, admiration and fear running split down her middle, one side beautiful and angelic, the other grotesque and monstrous. As she glances over at you over her shoulder, it is beautiful soft skin and a gleaming blue eye that greet you, the face you are very familiar with. A kind, motherly voice speaks. And here I was made to believe you could not walk among the material plane anymore. A voice emerges from the form you're witnessing this from. It is feminine and soft. One night only, I'm afraid. I have much and more that needs doing before the sun rises, or the stakes could not be higher. Oh? Asks the matriarch. You nod. The fate of all things will hinge on what I set into motion this night. The matriarch returns her gaze down to the water, but nods. Then you had best hurry. Her voice sounds a little different as she says that. You quickly speak again. Matriarch, goddess of the orphaned and protector of the abandoned, I am calling on you to fulfill the duty I charged you with when your spark ignited all those years ago. You, who represent the duality of mortals, must select and empower a champion that will stand against what will come. This time, when the matriarch looks back at you, she looks over her other shoulder, and you see a grotesque, demonic face glancing in your direction. Must I? Her voice is deep and gravelly. Your fists clench and you nod. Yes. If you do not, it will mean the end of all things. The matriarch seems to consider this for a moment. In life, Evelyn wished to protect those in her care, and to protect those who could not care for themselves. But she had neither the strength nor the courage to do what would be required for that. And so she created me, the matriarch. And when our spark ignited, we both became divine, goddess and dread demon in the same form. And every minute since then, we fight one another for control. Sometimes she wins, and sometimes I do. The light and shadow of all mortality doing battle within this flesh. You watch as the matriarch stands from the river's edge, pulling her hand out, and a body floats to the surface, no longer weighed down by her. You wince, but she speaks again. You want me to put one of my children in harm's way, because those in your domain will not be enough this time. So allow me to answer you in a way that both Evelyn and myself can agree on. Go fuck yourself. You scowl, frustrated. Matriarch, I am sorry for what happened to you in life, but please, I am not asking you to go against your nature. Far from it. I am asking you to play mother to every soul on this planet and to punish the one who means them harm. Silence is your only response. You frown, but nod and turn to leave. And as you do, Evelyn's voice calls out, and when you look, it is her soft face that once again gazes at you. There are myriad other gods and goddesses to choose from. One of them will aid you, she tries to reassure. And yet, you simply smile, now having your answer. No, I don't think I will. I have a feeling you'll come around. At that, her expression sours and the deeper voice speaks again. Tell me, Laki, goddess of heroes, do you ever worry that perhaps you chose the wrong side? Does it ever keep you up to think that perhaps these people you fight for so hard are undeserving of your love? You don't need much time to answer. That's a question you understood the answer to centuries ago. They are worth all I have to offer and more. The matriarch's eyes narrow before her lips curl into a haughty smirk. Then pray, take this food for thought back to your supposed eternal rest. I am a goddess of duality, protector to some, murderer to others. Mortality's worst and best combined into one. Yet despite this, there's not a soul alive on Serene today that worships the name Evelyn. But everyone on Terrasen knows who the matriarch is. Interesting which one these good people choose to revere, is it not? And with that, you awaken.
Oh my gosh, you really did say that.
Yeah, she did indeed tell Lucky to go fuck herself.
She stood up like super straight on her bed and just like holding her head in her hands, and she's gonna be like,
How am I supposed to collect from that?
It is a nice morning in Lockheed's Landing. Brooks,
Yes.
you're the first one downstairs that morning. And as you come down, you notice that Falah has already arrived, and she has brought with her breakfast. Apparently on the way back from Aunt Sophia's, she was able to find a nice pastry stand and has brought back a couple of soft, flaky biscuits that she takes one and hands it to you as she goes to sit down at one of the tables.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I trust the tiefling was able to, well, none of you got arrested, so I guess it went okay.
It seems to have gone well, yes.
Perhaps it was unfair of me to not hear you out.
I've been thinking on it, and, well, I understand it's difficult for you. But the choice you made in that moment, I made a similar one.
An impossible choice.
Yes,
I didn't want to kill my
That-
father.
that night when I told him I was leaving, he attempted to kill me. So I ran.
He was a bastard.
You made the right choice.
No one else thought so. Except Surya, I guess.
Just sort of nod. Move slightly closer.
She doesn't shift away. Doesn't seem to react.
They don't think I made the right choice either.
Ha! She actually barks out a laugh at that. No, they do not. They had a great many mean words to call you.
I imagine. But
They said I was just like you. Which I was none too pleased to hear at the time.
smile and give my own sort of laugh. Bark out a bit like that.
I'm not ready to say that I forgive you. It's been a long time of anger.
You don't have to.
But I would like it if we could keep talking.
Head down, close eyes, of course. It gladdens my heart to know you're well.
As well as can be. My Aunt Sophia says if we need any supplies, she'll be happy to provide them. Of course, that will mean owing the severed hand a favor.
What's one more?
Fair enough. I'll make sure we're restocked before we go. She gets back up to her feet. What time did you want to leave?
Not for a few hours yet. We have to wait for everybody else to wake.
Very well. Then I'll meet you in the markets at high noon.
Of course. We'll see you then.
Till then, Brooks. And she turns and heads back out. Everyone else makes their way down somewhat after. Caldana's the last one down this morning. She might have been up kind of late. She's a little tired. But everyone does make their way down eventually, and the day is yours, Whispers in Silence.
Well,
I'll inform that timetable to everybody else.
all right, we'll be heading
That
down.
It's
works.
good for us to all be on the same page.
It is good.
We
Well,
should get a Google Calendar to share.
Well, is there anywhere that we needed to go before we take off? I know you mentioned a library. We'll be coming back here.
That is true. You will come back here after Lockheed's Rest because this would be the way towards Scala's Wrath anyway.
Well, I'm going to visit the library. If I can't find what it is now, perhaps they can be looking while we're gone and see if we get anything on the way back.
I forget, what are you looking for?
Anything that can assist either with knowledge of the containment, destruction, weakening of evil artifacts. The same thing that I've been
Okay.
looking since the beginning. I don't know if I'll find
no.
anything.
Player brain is Elseville.
Oh, you're good. I don't know if I'll find anything else, but I don't know.
I would assist you with that. I've
course.
got some magical training.
I appreciate it. I'm not overly hopeful that we'll find anything, but
Also, I think, at least mechanically, Brooks is the smartest person in the party.
Yeah, Rialta acts like she is, but Rialta's wisdom's really high, but not her intelligence. I literally gave her intelligence of 12 for roleplay purposes.
Okay, I can't see Rialta's for some reason, but I can see everybody else's, and
That's
everybody else is a 10 in.
Yeah, mine's a 12.
I can lift stuff.
You are very good at lifting.
Brooks can also lift stuff. She
Very
has she has a 20 strength and a 16.
Damn, we got a lot of gym rats in this party.
So, then Varys and Brooks are going to make their way towards the library. If anyone else has anything they want to see, they're welcome to. As it was before, much of the city is kind of preparing for the festival, although everywhere is technically open, at least, except for maybe Gesheron's temple, which seems to be relatively shut down, as they seem to be preparing something big there. So you can go where you like. We'll start with the library. Just so I know, Rialta, Caldana, Melody, any thoughts on what you want to do, or are you just heading to the markets?
I don't have anything specific. I'm just gonna tag with Rialta.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave the library to them overall. I feel like what does Artist Way have? Is that just the rich district?
It is the rich person's district. That is where the Golden Carriage is.
Okay.
There's also a theater there, and there is a art gallery there. And also a lot of houses that are very, very expensive.
Interesting. Sorry, I'm not super sure. Maybe I'll head to the Harbor District. Just because of the Sundered Blue connection.
Oh, certainly. All right. I will start at the Library of Laki. It's across from the temple. You make your way on over. It is not quite like the library in Stone's Throw was. That one was absolutely massive. This is a simple 2-story library. There is a front room with a large reading area that people actually do seem to be reading their books there, and there's tables where they're studying and working, and then a large circular room in the back that has 2 rows of bookshelves all the way around this large circle and some spiral staircases that lead up to the second floor. As you enter, a halfling woman glances up and smells. Hello. Welcome to the Library of Laki. Is there anything I could help you with?
I hope so. My name is Sir Varys. I and my companions, this is Brooks, we're doing some research. Have you heard the news from Stonehaven?
Stone's Throw, terrible news.
Stone's Throw.
Really.
No, not Stone's Throw, different town.
Oh, gotcha. Stonehaven. No, I've not heard any news from Stonehaven.
Well, that's fine. They
Which
don't do
continent
much
is that
over
on?
there. That is on. I don't know the continent, but I'll tell you, it's under. So Stone's Throw.
Right.
Have you heard the news from Stone's Throw?
Who hasn't? All the rumors floating about, of course.
Well, in addition to those rumors, there is some actual activity happening, some actual work being done for both the preservation of peace and the safety of people.
I see.
So, simply put, I need whatever reputable and substantial information this lexicon can offer on the defeat of Scala. In addition to that, how do I put it? It's a rather unsavory topic, but I'm hoping you'll indulge me for a moment without being offended.
Well, Sir, we don't have those kinds of books here. I'm afraid.
I understand. That's
Sort of turn and give him a look.
it's we think that Scala can be goat seed. No. So, no. I go, no. It concerns the nature and effects of dread demons.
Well,
I understand that the writings on such things are likely to either have been confiscated or destroyed, but I'm looking for something particular. Curses.
Curses.
Dark
Oh,
effects, and specifically the ability to abjure against them. As we know, dread demons have a sort of corrupting effect on a great many things. I'm wondering what, if anything, this library contains that is shown to prove effective at either the limiting, inhibiting, or even, in some cases, if possible, and we have it, destroying of such powers, of any type, whether it's Scala-related or not. And primarily I'm looking for things that are academic, not... But I will take things that are fables.
Of course.
Anything we've got.
Wow. Okay.
As
Well,
as that, Arcana in general wouldn't be out of place either.
go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
That's probably me. I think I'll probably do that. I don't think that you have a really great charisma. Let
Nope.
me,
That
Alright.
that's her dumb.
let me break out that
check.
fat booty butt. I don't know why I made that sound.
Yeah, it's all right. These things happen.
How do I make this thing roll with advantage?
Hold control. I think it's either control or shift is advantage.
Let me see.
Control click.
Yeah, you're right. Shift. Alright. Persuasion. Use up one. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
So that would make my total 9.
9. All right. On a 9, person, they kind of wince. Well, unfortunately, the Inquisition, while no longer in power, of course, confiscated everything we would have on dread demons and the like, much less curses related to them. I will say, if you're looking for something that is, oh boy, in relation to the defeat of Scala, we do have some very old texts around her time. However, it's not my place to give you access to them. The head librarian would have to do so. If
How
you'll
can
give,
we
if
petition the head librarian for such access.
I could do that for you. If you'll give me your name, will you be in town for long?
We'll be leaving, but we will be returning.
Excellent. Soon?
What is it, a day's travel each way? Is that right, guys?
Yeah, you're expecting you'll be gone probably 3 days.
I would expect us gone around 3 moons' turns. I could say 3 days, but we're in a fantasy world, and I want to be somewhat esoteric. How many winters old are you?
Well, I'm 40 winters old, I suppose.
Well, let us hope we have a short winter.
Yes.
No, but yeah, I'm going to write my name down and
Yes.
uh,
By the time you
my
return,
phone number.
I should at least be able to put you in touch with him. Whether he'll give you access to it or not, I can't say.
Well, if it helps, or hinders, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. We are working directly for the previously Grand Inquisitor.
Oh. Well, I would say it probably helps. I will make a note of that in the petition.
All right, put it in the. I didn't leave a lot
Yep.
of room at the bottom. My handwriting's very large, so
She
you want
looks
to put it in the corner.
she looks frustrated as she's like trying to
No, it's kinda- yeah.
scratch in there.
I'm sorry
Thank
about
you.
it. With the line, yeah, I don't do great without the line paper. So.
No, I understand. Parchment
I-
being what it is.
Well, it's just there's some kind of like slide rule or something. I just can't really.
Right.
My hand cramps up really easily.
Please leave.
Okay.
And you are probably showing up. Melody, I know you were also looking for something on Farhome. Is there something particular you're looking for? Because that's not really restricted.
It's more like if they have like any records of entries related to Farhome. Like something
Yes.
not so much with the physical location, but like if there's like if they have anything on like stuff coming from Farhome, like
Yeah, stories of
performers or, like,
Dragonborn that
the-
have come from Farhome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me investigation check with advantage.
I'm just gonna do this with
I had to spend an advantage. I had
What?
to spend an inspiration to get my advantage. It's bullshit.
You did.
fucking nat 20.
All right. On a nat 20. All right.
I got a nat 1 and a 2. You got a nat 20. It's like this game is like random numbers or something.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? On a nat 20. Yes. You grab one of the archivists who is able to help you, and make your way through upstairs to a section that it's a lot of scroll work in here, less like bound books and more scroll work. And you start looking through, searching out names of, luckily, the Dragonborn that come from Farhome specifically very frequently have the last, what we would call a surname of Ivory, or of the Ivory. And so it is relatively easy to keep bound records of all the people who have that last name. Before long, you've got probably a stack of about 15 to 20 scrolls of instances, recorded exploits of people from Farhome over the last 600 years. Is there something specific you're looking for in there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's any of them who have mentioned something about the sacred song.
Oh, interesting. Yes. There is in 4 of these different scrolls, there is a mention of the Dragonborn having been bards. Not all of them. Kind of surprisingly to you, you would have thought they would all have been bards, but especially the older ones, almost none of them mention anything musical. Almost all of them refer to them as warriors. But the more recent ones, there are suddenly, like within the last probably 200 years, there's mentions of bards and healers coming out of the mountain. In these, of those, in 2 of them, you do find references to some lyrics that were overheard by whoever was doing the inscribing. I don't know what those lyrics are off the top of my head, but you are, I will send you what you're able to get out of them in between sessions.
Right.
All right. Because you have the melody, right? You have of the song?
Hold on.
I think that's what she gave you, is a stone
She
tablet
always
with the
has
melody.
the melody.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
her
Yeah, I
name.
think she gave.
Okay.
She gave me a cylinder. I'm just trying to remember if it
Yeah,
was the
wax
tune or
cylinder
the
with
melody.
the part of the song on it. And then I think we made an imprint of it, didn't we? Or did
Yep.
we not do that yet?
No, it was just giving it to you.
We
It
didn't
was
put
a,
some
it was
ink
like
on
a
it and roll it out?
cylinder.
Oh, I thought it was like a wax cylinder, like where you put the ink on it and you roll it. Okay, well, fuck me.
But-
I guess I was wrong.
You're
One
able-
of one
I
of
don't know.
them. One of
Yeah.
the 2 that I.
Yeah, you
was
either have the
legitimate.
melody or the lyrics. You're able to get some more of the other stuff here, is the short version. After that, you all head on down to the markets, and indeed there, Fla joins up with you after a while. She's got a slung over one shoulder. She has a sack of rations and supplies for the trip, and she hands it to you, Rialta. some gifts from my aunt, and she hands you this sack of stuff.
Thank you.
Inside the bag, there is 2 weeks worth of rations for each of you. There is a 3 greater healing potions. There is a pouch with 50 gold pieces in it.
It's okay.
Yep.
Nice.
And a sizable diamond worth 400 gold pieces.
Less nice, that's
Oh
concerning.
no.
You guys are taking a cursed sword to Skala's wrath.
Wait, why'd we get all this money?
Apparently, Falah talked to her aunt, and you were.
Oh,
sent
that
some
shit was
supplies.
real? Wait, what? Falah's aunt is here? What's
No,
happening?
no.
It's
Adopted aunt.
it's
She was
probably
adopted by
The magical
gentleman-
woman.
it's
by
probably
gentleman Jesse Silver.
probably one of-
gentleman.
it's probably one of Jesse Silver's wives.
Yes.
One of her hoe wives. Got it. Now it makes sense.
It took me until
Thank you, dog.
that
Is
conversation
this fucking
where
wife called the matriarch too? Like, I mean, come on. How am I supposed to?
No,
No, it
her
took-
name is Mistress Sophia Silver.
it took me until
Hot.
she said owing a favor to the severed hand for
No,
it to
yeah,
like,
yeah,
click
yeah,
for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
put that shit together. Callie, don't roll your eyes at me. Okay? I'm doing my fucking best. First
Yeah.
off, I look like a goddamn leftover Christmas ham. So I'm doing what I can, and then you're just here rolling your eyes. I don't have. You're wearing a shirt that looks like it's made out of bacon. So how about you go sizzle your ass up and relax before you start fucking
Yep,
looking
There's
down
the
at
bacon
me.
shirt again.
Just because I got my fucking titties out all everywhere, my nipples are hard because it's so hot down here, and I got reverse osmosis. I don't have time for. Can we
That's
play
not
the
how
fucking
that
game
works.
instead of talking about how fucking sweaty my
He's-
ass crack is right
He
now?
forgot that he left his heater on, so he's pretty like hot and bothered right
I'm
now.
fucking
and
hot
not in
as
the,
hell.
not
Oh,
in
don't,
the
oh,
fun
just,
way.
don't
Not in
say
the
that.
fun way. Not in the fun
Everybody
way.
else is like good ass normal lighting, and I look like
I
a
know.
fucking psychopath back here. Look at this shit. It just comes.
Yeah,
no
that
matter
doesn't
what
help.
I do, I can't look fucking normal. It's just like. You guys shave your ass or you pluck? Because I'm gonna be
All
honest
right, we're
with you.
done. No, we're going.
Was,
We're
Oh,
leaving.
okay.
was
So-
Caldana has
so-
something
Good
that she
night,
wanted to tell
everyone.
Rialta? Because I believe that
Got
was
it.
a thing. Okay.
Did.
All right. I know we're not gonna.
Well-
It sounds like we're not gonna do the thing in the Harbor District, but Caldana had something that she wanted to tell.
So- Well, then we'll do that here. You guys are able to saddle up and get your cart going. It is indeed around high noon when you set out from Lockheed's Landing and start making your way south towards Lockheed's Rest. You'll probably arrive midday tomorrow. It's about a day's journey to get to Lockheed's Rest from here. So you may say you have the day as you're traveling along on the cart. Who's driving?
I drove last time. I got a bad back, so probably someone else.
All right.
Oh
I'll
my
sit
God.
up front with Rialta and drive.
I-
All right, Caldana and Rialta are in the front. You go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh no.
She's
You're
about
gonna
to.
go the wrong fucking way.
No, this is
Secret tunnel.
payback for.
Uh, that's not-
Whoops.
What?
Well, unfortunately, one of you, Caldana, you have a horse named Lily,
Oh no.
and it doesn't like you very much.
Saw this coming.
Fucked up. You fucked up.
The horse is very stubborn about moving.
Mm,
It is a lavender horse with a brown mane.
Let
mm.
me try.
I'll let Melody try.
All right, Melody, go ahead and make an animal handling check. All right, well, Melody, Lily likes you an awful lot, and so as soon as you try, the horse starts going.
Oh, that was easy.
It was
You're
easy,
a
Melody.
good
I
girl,
agree.
aren't you?
Lily is appreciative. Lily would be more appreciative if you had an apple to give her, though.
Oh, she's gonna look around and she has a caramel. She has an apple with caramel on it.
Lily would be thrilled to get an apple with caramel on it.
Hold on. I said caramel once. You guys made fun of me because I didn't say caramel. So I'm gonna need y'all to fucking pick a side.
I'm
Did
from
we make
fucking
fun
New
of
York.
you, or
What do
did
you
we
want
mention
from me?
it?
What? Did you? Well, yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So, but yeah,
I
Rialta
say
called.
soda and y'all are like, oh, it's pop. And it's like,
That's
Yeah,
true.
hop on pop.
oh my god.
But Rialta, Caldana, you do have a moment as you're riding along.
All right. He is just writing things down.
So, I got distracted by the Roll20 chat. Something came up last night when I was talking. You should probably know about it.
Your mother, right?
Yeah. Turns out she's not dead, like they told us.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, that's surprise. Imagine.
Well, you know what happens when people trespass in the mountains.
Of course.
She, found a sky dwarf with a broken back and didn't think it was right to kill him because he'd clearly just fallen.
I see. What happened?
Well, they hit her with the pointy end of a hammer in the gut, and left her for dead. But, he apparently had some magic healed her, and she tried to get him back to, well, you.
She's very quiet at this for a moment. Callie, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Is it supposed to be weird that he had reserved healing magic that he saved for someone else and not himself?
Yeah. So Cure Wounds does so much. And like I said, he wasn't really able to fix her all the way. He just gave her enough time to be able to get back to Minas or get
Okay.
to Minas Grove. He had a broken back
Okay.
and
okay.
and a neck. He wasn't going anywhere.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't. I wasn't sure if that should.
No,
been weird or
it
not.
shouldn't trigger a flag.
Okay.
He needed stronger healing magic than that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you don't recall him being a particularly good mage.
No. She's just contemplative as she listens to this, makes a few notes to write down, and then lets out a sigh. Well, when I see Saren, I can tell him I was right.
What?
She kind of gives a sigh and looks to you. Well, my brother and I argued for years because he always believed desperately that our father was killed by, well, your people, and I maintained that he must have fallen and broken his back. He would argue that our father would never make such a folly as to trip and fall, and I argued back that tieflings don't smash in the back; they just crush the head. It was many long nights of arguing. Apologies. It's been some time since my father died, and while I appreciate knowing the truth, the things that stick to you when something terrible like that happens don't always make the most sense, from what I've told.
Kind of nod. And thought she was dead for the last 20 years. I kind of get it. I just thought you would want to know that.
Thank you. I when you see her again, you can relay my thanks for her caring for him in his final moments.
She might like to meet you.
Well, if she would like to, then I can certainly introduce myself. I don't want to impose on any family reunions.
I mean, I think the reunion part is kind of done at this point.
Fair enough. Nice surprises. Finding family again. Well, I'm happy for you.
Still settling in, if I'm being honest.
It's fair. But yes, thank you for telling me. I'll give her my thanks, I suppose, when we return.
Just nod, keep driving the cart.
And you do. Make your way back towards the 2-day bridge and then turn south on your way towards South Cross, where Lockheed's Rest sits across from. South Cross, it feels like so long ago, the last time you all were there. You're not able to make it today. Nightfall does settle in on the road to South Cross. You do eventually find a decent spot to make camp for the evening. But it will be a night out under the stars tonight.
Fine with me.
All right. So what does everyone do to make camp?
Oh, well. I look at the stars to find the best spot. I'm just kidding. I will help I'll help tend with horses and stuff like that.
Okay.
I
I'll hunt for
know
dinner.
I know I
Gather
was
firewood.
I know I was
I'll
bad at
help
my roll,
set
but I
up.
do have a +5, so
All
I'm
right.
supposed to be decent at this.
So you all are able to set up camp, get some dinner cooking. Who's cooking?
Sure.
All right.
Caldana's
Caldana's cooking. Caldana, what are you making?
I'm probably just roasting whatever Varys catches.
Hell yeah.
What I catch?
In this area you're near Lockheed's Rest. You are able to catch a number of rabbits. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Mommy.
With advantage.
Lily.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Let's go.
You have spent a decent amount of time in the forest. You know how not only to hunt, but also to find decent herbs and other things to flavor your food with.
Hell yeah. Here we go. Survival.
And failing that, you know how to find food that is not appetizing, but edible.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I got a 19.
All right.
Got that shit raw, too.
For that, I will say you are able to catch a deer.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Rabbit deer.
This deer is humongous. Like, all the animals in this area are very large. But you were able to catch a very sizable deer.
Alright, after Varys gets this, he's gonna have to call for help to have someone else lug the other end of this massive thing. So
Yeah.
he will butcher it, and
Fala helps
Get-
you with that. She seems to know how.
he'll put portions out for Caldana to cook. The rest he'll work with Fala and obviously the barrel of salt that we brought as a standardized provision.
Of course, yeah.
To pack
on the
these
cart.
away. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's
To
on the
pack
cart.
these away.
And you all are treated to a very nice dinner. Better than you normally eat when you're traveling on the road. No dried rations this evening. As you're enjoying your meal for the night, you hear at some point an incredibly loud wolf howl. It must be from a dire wolf. This thing would have to be massive to make a noise like that.
Big prey, big predators, I guess.
Yeah, basically like that. Very loud. As you, Varys, as you look around, hearing that noise, just at the edge of the tree line, you notice a wolf wearing a flower crown. It is looking at you with a sense of urgency. It's kind of stamping its front feet.
Yeah, stiffy feet.
Yeah.
Do the rest of us notice this wolf?
What are your passive perceptions again?
18.
13.
Yeah, you all know it's a big fucking wolf with a flower crown on its head.
Fauna?
Cerberus takes another big bite, and then sets his bowl down. If you'll excuse me a moment. And I head over to I do what they teach you not to do everywhere, which is I go towards the wolf.
Yeah, as you start approaching it, Varys, in a feral growl, you hear Fauna go, "Bring them," and hurry into the forest.
I turn back and sort of motion, and if there's any confusion, I literally take the time to point to each of them, and I go,
So, was starting to relax at that point, figuring this was a goddess thing. Oh, okay. Fucking bolt up and follow.
I guess
Same.
so. Is
Okay.
Carmen just gonna remain at camp then?
Do you want Carmen to remain at camp, or do you want her to go with you?
Varys would ask for Carmen to remain and watch their stuff. We can't lose the sword while we're gone.
Fair point.
Actually,
Uh,
and Varys would look to Brux as he says it, sort of being like, I hope this is alright, but he'd ask Falah to do the same.
I'll sort of look back between them. Just
Full
sort
on
of
nods.
seeing... Okay.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Alright. And then I head
Classic.
into the forest.
All right. Un momento.
That's a Spanish wolf.
So you hurry into the forest, trying to keep up with the massive wolf. Every so often, you feel like you've lost it, and then you catch a glimpse of its tail as it continues along. And eventually, you emerge into a clearing. Here there is a glade, not a still pond entirely. There is a small stream that goes into it and comes out of it, but the water here is very steady. It is not particularly rough. And as you get into this glade, you see the wolf lunge up and jump into the water, and there's not a splash or even a ripple. The wolf just seems to phase down into the water, dispersing back into nature.
I don't... Sorry, is this a river or a pool?
It's a pool. There's a sizable pool here, like a pond.
Varys is going to approach the pool and stick his hand in it.
You do. The water is cool and refreshing, but otherwise seems like water.
Really hoping that was some kind of magic portal.
It does not seem to be a magic portal.
I look around us.
Make an investigation check.
Not good at those.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that when I...
What about perception?
You know what? Actually, you would make perception for this.
Hell yes.
My apologies.
Hell yeah! I'm a C.
17.
17. As you kind of walk the length of this pond and look around, you do eventually find, let me see. You find the following. A bar of soap that is not wet, a pair of scissors, a series of clumps of hair, and a small patch of blood on the ground.
Sounds like a
But
bad riddle.
Bathing and cutting their hair over here and then stab themselves?
The hair is pretty long, about almost 2 feet in length. It's quite long,
How much
And
blood?
and it's
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, and the hair is a deep brown color. The blood. Make a medicine check.
A medicinal check, you say?
Yep.
A check of medicine, you
Mhm.
say? Come on! It was gonna be 18, but it's 4.
Can I try?
Here's what you do know.
Is
It's
it
more.
less than a human body?
It's more blood than you would want to have taken out of your body.
Got it.
I mean, that's actually
It-
pretty much all I wanted to know, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it wasn't. It wasn't.
It's a worrying amount of blood.
Yeah, this isn't someone. I will say the scissors don't have any blood on them.
Okay, that's good to know.
Huh. Is the hair and the scissors near each other? Like relatively
Yes.
speaking? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like someone might have been kneeling there and then dropped the scissors and ran.
Soap, scissors. Can I make a survival check to look for tracks
You may.
and other signs of living?
Absolutely, you may.
Okay, I'll have 4 left after this. I will use one of my inspirations. I am running out. I mean, I have 4, which is still a fucking shit ton.
That's more than you're used to.
Yeah. Oh, I got a natural 20,
Very nice.
and that's
You are-
the whole thing, even with modifier 20.
Yep, you are able to pick up the trail. There are tracks in there, and there are small little droplets of blood near the tracks. Whoever is moving is bleeding as they go. There don't seem to be any other tracks, weirdly enough, so you're not quite certain what they're running from, but they were very hurried. As you move along following this path, though, it's not long before you discover exactly what they were running from. You find a gray-skinned winged demon laying on the ground. It is dead, very dead. Its skull is caved in, and there are webbed burns running across its body.
Webbed burn, so basically like burned lines that form sort of a web-like shape.
Yeah, if you want to I would say make a medicine check for me.
All right.
Help if you.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
ma-
can you
could help.
assist me?
Also,
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone
I
wants
have
to help.
I have a +5, so if you want to assist.
All right, so
then I'll assist
yeah.
you.
All right.
Well, I can assist you. I'm not proficient.
Is anyone else proficient in
I-
medicine?
I am.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I will assist.
Brock's gonna assist Rialto. Take a medicine check with advantage, please.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to make it.
Shift. click for
Hit
advantage.
hold shift. Just hold shift when you click the button. The little red thing will turn green with a plus.
Did it work though?
Well, you got a 16 on your first roll.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, here now it's working.
All
Yeah,
right.
you see that? Yeah, okay, there
It
you go.
doesn't work for me sometimes.
Okay, well, we'll call it a nat 20 then.
Okay.
Either a 19 or a 20. Either way, you're good. You, Rialta, have seen a burn like this before.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the mountains, but you have seen a burn like this when you were traveling down to Minas Grove. But you didn't see it on a person when you saw it. You saw it on a tree. A tree that had been struck by lightning.
I was about to say.
Ah,
And when the lightning struck the tree, the burn marks scattered out in like a web.
Yeah.
I got you.
And that is what this burn reminds you of. It looks like that.
Real life Sarah thought it'd be a lightning strike, so I'm glad I was smart.
You got it.
A lightning strike. Or some kind of lightning energy at least.
Magic, then, maybe?
Perhaps.
A
There's no
conjuring?
storm.
No, but there doesn't need to be. I look up just to see if the sky is even remotely cloudy.
No, there has been no storms in the area.
Huh. I'm gonna push the demon over briefly.
Yep.
Take a look at it. Just like make sure it's dead.
It's super dead. Its skull is caved in. Whatever
I mean,
hit
it's
it,
a demon. It could have 2 of them. But yeah, for
that's
sure.
true. Whatever hit it, it did not have a good time.
Well, then I guess I can either make another survival check to see where the survivor, hopefully,
I will,
went from the area.
with your nat 20, I will actually allow you to keep going.
Okay, great.
You continue along the path. making your way along where the footsteps go and where these blood patterns seem to go. And eventually you find another of these winged demons. This one does not have burn marks on it, nor does it have its skull caved in. It has a large hole in its chest that goes clean in and out.
Does the hole look burned?
Yes, it looks
Just
scorched around the side of it. Yes.
just missing, vaporized.
Yeah, there's a decent size. I mean, I don't want to overstate it. It's probably like 1.5 inches wide, but it's literally there's a
Burned
hole
through it.
missing. Yeah.
Whatever is killing these demon creatures is very powerful.
Quite
And magic.
thorough.
The question is, are they on our side or just a bigger demon?
And as you approach the end of the tree line, you find yourself looking at a small campsite on a pathway that runs by the bottom of a steep drop-off. Everyone make a stealth roll for me. Group stealth check.
Oh no.
Stealth.
Oh boy.
I don't have disadvantage because I have mithril arm.
I do.
Yeah, Caldana's not trying to be stealthy, she's looking for more of these demons.
Aw, man.
boy.
13.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
It's a bad time when
I'm
Rialta's the
going to
stealthiest.
inspo that.
Fair
We're
enough.
just,
Fair
we're just
enough.
running around farting our way through here.
I mean, you guys are
was gonna say-
hurrying.
I was gonna say I match your roll, Rialta.
All right.
Oh wait,
But,
wait, am I the
yeah.
only one then that's low at this point? Because I have inspiration I could use.
No,
Caldana's
everyone's
6.
roll is low.
I was gonna say
I
our
have
highest
no
our highest
inspiration.
is me and Rialta. at
Y'all are a
13.
marching
That's
band.
Not
Yeah.
That is not encouraging.
We missed the
Yeah.
memo.
All
I
right.
accidentally
Probably
take
has
my,
her
my
sword
tube
ignited.
out, my French horn out, and I'm like, this is a horrible idea.
So,
I'm
At the
just gonna say with what Caldana rolled, she probably has her sword ignited.
at the base of this 40-foot rock face, there are a number of the same winged demons from before. They are all alive, however, and someone else. This person looks quite familiar, though not perfectly so. He has a deep charcoal cloak with 2 ebony black swords mounted on the back. His eyes glow ominously under the hood of the cloak, and you remember seeing someone like this in the crypts under the Temple of Penumbra. The Hell
No.
Priest, he called himself. He looks somewhat different now, perhaps a bit more misshapen, though still humanoid. Anyone who speaks Infernal...
It's squished.
Anyone who speaks Infernal can hear one of the winged demons complain that while they've disabled the beast, the girl has somehow locked herself inside. And the Hell Priest snarls out, "Then cut it open and kill her, or you'll explain to Queen Scala why you failed." Some of the winged beasts start fluttering up to the top of the cliff face. And the last one that's down there, the Hell Priest looks, "And do hurry, we have company." And the Hell Priest turns
he
to look
detect
at you
us?
all. How did he detect you?
How did he
Wait,
know?
sorry. Let me make sure he detects you.
Yeah,
knows
what's
if he
his passive
rolls.
perception? Does he get a -7 to it?
He detects you.
No.
Oh man, I was really
Fuck.
hoping he rolled a 1 or something.
Yeah, I was like, maybe
Oh.
he
That
does.
would have been amazing.
I should at least check.
So funny.
All right. Un momento.
There's one of the demons. It's just clanging cymbals the whole time. They're like, this isn't working. He's like, I don't know why you thought it would, but causing a big disruption. Does he have nails in his eyes?
Well, he has his hood on right now, so it's hard to tell.
Okay, well, when we get it and we see that he has nails in his eyes like the other one, I'm gonna fucking get a hammer and pull him out with my
So-
blacksmith tools.
So
Oh,
these
no.
guys
It's
have all
harsh.
started flying up to here.
Gonna pop him out of his head.
Old iron eyes.
Oh, old Iron Eyes, we used to call him. Old Naily.
So the Hell Priest looks at you all as you start stepping out of the tree line. The whispers in silence, I presume.
Die, fiend.
You're looking quite well.
No, I have you to thank for removing my predecessor.
I'm sorry.
Allow me to thank you
Ah.
properly. And he grabs his sword. Everyone may roll for initiative.
Hells yes. Here we
14.
go.
Oh,
Here
I
we go.
didn't. I did not select my
Hell
character.
yeah. Oh god damn, neither did I.
Good. You guys reminded me before
It's
I
okay.
fucked
The
up.
turn order's not there.
Yeah, it's not there yet. I just got too trigger happy. There we go.
Okay.
I gotta add you all.
Character.
Yeah, click your token, and
Don't yell at
then
me.
click your initiative. There you go.
Yeah, but I get emotional when you yell at me. I gotta update my HP too. If you didn't update your HP, update your HP.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I click by character, and now I'm gonna go to the sheet, and I always get to roll with advantage on
do.
initiative.
Can't be
Because-
surprised.
Me too.
Say, do we have 3 of us that have advantage on initiative?
I
Wow.
think so, yeah.
That's nuts.
Hell
How?
yes.
Barbarian things.
Because I'm a fucking wizard. I mean, not literally.
Can you add
I get
everybody
it
else?
from my tattoo.
But, yeah, I get it from my
Dollar.
tattoo. Or no, maybe my shield. I get it from something.
Varys, what's your dex?
Plus 0.
The other one will be 18.5.
Or do you need the number?
No, I just needed to know what your modifier was.
Cool. I have an 11 dex, so if someone has a 10 dex, I'm technically better than them.
That's true.
Can you put the? I need to put me in.
You just click on yourself and roll initiative.
Oh, you want me to re-roll? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you already roll?
Technically,
She
I
did.
can re-
She-
yeah.
I-
She did-
I
Well, roll it
roll.
again, see if it's better,
Roll it
Sarah. And if
again
not,
and
then
put-
come,
Put
yeah.
the old number in.
Exactly.
It is better. All right.
Yeah,
Alright.
see?
There you go.
So you got free advantage on that roll, which means we all had
Severus,
advantage.
Caldana, Rialta. I just need Brux.
24.
Yeah, bro.
I used.
Sorry, yeah, that's right, you
mine
roll in
like
real
I
life, yep.
always do.
My
Add
my
turn.
dex
You're good, you
is
can add yourself on now.
16. I know
Plus-
there's the other guy that also had.
Plus 3.
He got 22 as well. So
16. My guy has a +3 as well.
mine's also plus 3.
Rollies.
Rollies.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
1d20
I
equals
rolled
my
a
money.
3.
You suck. Here we go.
I rolled a 1.
You suck.
Amazing.
So he
That's-
gets to go first.
No,
or you
I
get
get-
to go first.
I get to
sorry.
go first.
21.5.
Wow. Oh, that was a nice try to run that around, Callie.
Yeah.
So because it's opposite day,
Caldana, you've got a 12 in dex?
Yep.
All right, so perfect. This looks great.
Okay.
I forget what I can do.
I need to do descending order.
I'm going to cast a spell. It's called
All right,
Gotcha.
Brux, you're up first with Rialta on deck.
Ugh. Was hoping
I
someone
might
could
have
tell-
forgotten what this character could actually do.
Believe in yourself.
One moment.
Rage.
It's been that long since we fought.
Might
Are
be.
you?
I'm
Oh yeah, you're a fighter, not a.
I'm worried that this guy is immune to necrotic damage.
Maybe it's pretty.
So
Not
this guy
super
would not
common.
have had time to get up there yet. So
I
he's
know,
probably
but so
still down
many
there.
of her characters are immune to necrotic damage because they're demons.
Sorry,
A lot of demons
chat. I
are.
need to move you over to the combat page so you
Oh,
can all
yeah,
see.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So we're gonna move forward and up into the air a bit with my boots of levitation.
Oh yeah, I gave you those, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. I have them too.
Yeah, so I'm like 10 feet in the air now, and I will.
I would say at 10 feet in the air, you can see the very tippy top up here of what looks like a helmet, maybe? It's hard to tell.
Okay. And then, we're gonna just. One second, let me read a spell. Oh, okay, sweet. So, we're going to do this trick again and hit one of the stones from that fire pit there with catapult and send it in a line.
All right. Yep. Hell yeah.
Like, say yay.
Yep. I love it.
Dex saving throw looking for 15. Or they get to dodge it.
Oh, Becca Bandit, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. We are currently running Whispers in Silence tonight. We just entered into combat with the Hell Priest as our party has been tracking down someone who was apparently attacked by demons in the forest, and they're attempting to rescue them. And now it seems that there are demons trying to murder this person, whoever they are. Demons sent by the Demon Queen herself, no less. All right, you need a dex save from the Hell Priest, right?
Yeah, dex save. If it 15 is what it's looking for.
It got a 14.
Okay, so it takes some damage. That is 3d8.
3d8. When in doubt, hit it with a rock, I suppose.
Basically, that is 12 bludgeoning damage.
12 bludgeoning damage. All right.
And that's what I got.
As it clocks off this thing's dome, is that magical bludgeoning damage? I guess it's just a rock, right?
No, because it levitates and throws a rock.
It depends on how you rule it. I don't think there's an explicit thing on whether that's...
I think I would call that non-magical damage because you're throwing a rock.
It's magically propelled, but it's still just a normal ass object.
Normal rock. So I think I would call that... So it does half damage. He seems to be able to shrug it off okay.
He's immune to rocks.
Yep. Anything else, Brooks?
No, that's all right.
All right. Rialta, you're up next with the Hell Priest on deck.
Okay, Rialta's going to bonus action transform. I'm looking for where it is.
Like, for action.
Marcus Selena, here we go. Going to turn to her raven form.
Yep.
So that does 2d8 damage. You heal someone. Okay, cool. All right, and then she is going to target him and cast first level Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Guiding Bolt away.
Yes. Yep, just gonna do it. 18?
18 hits.
Perfect. So it's gonna do 46 damage. That is radiant, and then do 2d8 necrotic damage.
So 16 radiant plus 10 necrotic.
That's correct.
All right. The necrotic he seems to resist. He doesn't seem to bother. The radiant he definitely does not enjoy. That seemed to hit real hard.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops, that's not the right button. As he gets chonked out, but that blast seems to hit him. He will now surrender advantage, I believe, on the next attack that goes against him. If I recall, that's how that works.
That's correct.
All right. So yeah, he gets. He does not enjoy what just happened to him at all. He lets out a scream as it hits, but that scream, as it kind of reverberates the air, starts to turn into a laugh eventually as he smiles through his hood. You can only see his outline of his mouth underneath it.
All right. And she will. She's not moving, so
okay.
That's her turn.
Hell Priest is up then. Hell Priest draws this large ebony black blade. Comes on down here. Brooks, does a 23 hit your AC?
It does. Thank you.
Does. Excellent. That, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $22.
You're going to take 18 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
But you seem to resist the other effect of it. As this sword hits you, the way it cuts down, it doesn't actually seem to cut your flesh, but it doesn't hurt any less.
He's up in the air too?
He swings at your feet.
All right.
He is quite tall. You're only 10 feet up, though. He can reach you. With his other action, he
Bonus action.
nope, that's it for him. And the flying demon. So you hear a scattering of noises up here. The sounds of metal on metal, I think, is what you're hearing coming from up here. As you see this flying demon kind of scramble out of view, and this one also take up and go out of view as well. And you just hear clanging of metal on metal up there. That's their turn. Caldana, you are up.
Okay, bonus action. I would like to rage.
Seems fair.
As my part of my rage, I'm going to yeet myself 20 feet forward because
Okay.
I can just do that.
Zealous leap, baby.
And then I'm gonna step forward and do a heckin' smack.
All right. Do a
With
heckin'
Phoenix
smack.
Feather. I know I mentioned like as a flavor thing for Caldana's stealth roll that she probably had her sword ignited looking for demons, but
Yep.
I don't know if that's
That's fine. You said
want
you had
that
it
to carry
ignited.
over?
You're good.
okay.
It stays ignited
Uh,
until you extinguish it, so.
Okay, so it's 11 on the die, or that's not great. Phoenix Feather, what do I add to you? 18 to hit?
18 hits.
Okay. Sword is 2d6, and then 3, 9, plus 5 would be 14 slashing.
14 slashing. All right.
Then 2 from Rage, so 16. Phoenix Fire, Divine Fury. You said he didn't take Necrotic from Rialto, right?
He does take necrotic. He just takes half damage on
Reduced,
necrotic.
yeah.
Okay. And then I will do the Flame Shield from Flames of the Demoness.
All right.
So 14, 16 slashing, 8 fire, 4 radiant, and I guess 4 necrotic,
Got it.
because the 8 got halved.
Yep. So you bury your sword down into him, and again he laughs, seeming to enjoy himself as you take a swing and actually manage to land a hit on him.
Right. Attack number 2. Okay, this one doesn't have advantage because that's just one attack from
Right.
Guiding Bolt, right?
Yep.
Okay, that is 14 on the die, so that's gonna end up being higher.
Yeah, then it hits.
14 plus 21, I
I
think.
mean, you have at least a +4. It hits.
I
assume
have
you
a
do.
plus 7, so
Then it hits.
5, 8, 13 slashing.
13 slashing. All right.
And then Phoenix Fire is the only one that procs on this attack. 7 fire.
All right. Looks good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Cerberus, you're up. Melody, you're on deck.
All right, I will move. Whoop, that's the wrong button. I will move 30 feet. Can I see any more?
Up here, you mean?
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, I'll give you guys I mean, it's 40 feet up, so it's kind of awkward, but yes, I'll let you guys see a little bit more.
It's 40 feet up over there.
Yep, 40 feet up this hill.
Ah, fucking
Pretty sizable cliff face here, but you can see.
I mean, I can get up it, but I was gonna try to turn them. But okay. That will not make sense in that case, cause. So instead, I'm gonna butt fuck this guy. We will.
I see.
Oh yeah.
I would prefer that not happen, but very well.
Well, unfortunately for you, that is the only way that
What's-
claw attacks.
What's the DC on that?
Pretty sizable.
Yes, so is never mind.
Use lots of lube.
Yeah, well, froth forth, mighty claw.
Do your
All
thing.
right. All right. Didn't roll. There it goes. 17 to hit.
Oh, his AC 17.
Nice.
I thought it was 18.
Hell yes. Right in your bum crack. All right, here we go. First I will do the slashing damage, which I roll. That's 14 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm great. And then I'm gonna smite his butt.
All right. What level spell slot?
Oh, let's go crazy.
All right.
Clear this. Let's go my second level spell slot.
Up.
Sorry, I'm just seeing how they let you do that in here. Divine Smite. Do I have to click a button for it? No, it doesn't let me click a button.
In D&D
It's,
Beyond.
yeah, it's not the best because it can be different level spell slots, so it would just make
Right.
you roll d8s over and over again.
Okay, that's all right. I'll just roll it. So, let's see if it's my normal and then my boon and then 3d8. So I think it's 68. Sound right?
Your boon for
Gives me an
1d8,
extra 1d8.
then your 3d8 for it being or 48 for, 3d8 for being a second level spell slot, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm thinking of like the regular slashing damage. Yeah, that's
Right.
So
Exactly.
It's 48.
So 48, and then your it's a fiend, so 5d8.
There it is. Yep. I couldn't think of where. Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't.
5d8.
5d8.
Callie, small correction. I can't actually do the shield because that is also bonus action,
Oh,
apparently.
that's right, and you raged.
5d8. So I guess I will. How do I set a roll here? Is it exclamation point or slash R?
Slash R.
Thank you. 5d8. So 14 radiant damage.
All right.
That's
That will
rough,
be-
buddy.
That will be enough. How do you want to do this?
So as I come down to slash, I'm actually, you know what? Can I see his head? Can I see his eyeballs?
You can.
Does he have nails in his eyes?
He doesn't.
Lame. Then I'm not actually going to give him much concern. Cerberus is going to run forward, shout, ignite the flames of his, the wispy flames of his blade as he does,
Yes.
and he's going to cleave him, head off, probably taking a chunk of his shoulder while he does it, and immediately turn as he prepares to head to the next demons.
You do
As
this.
if the man was a mild inconvenience.
You do this. You cleave through his neck and through his shoulder, and that part of him falls away to the ground. And as it lands, and you all can get a better look, the hood flipping up, it's Clay. And you still hear the laughing. And you realize that you're all hearing the laughing in your head.
Oh, this motherfucker.
As the body begins to twitch and convulse and continue to misshape as if there are snakes running underneath his cloak. And then an eye peers out from where the head used to be. And then another eye peers out from the sleeve of the cloak.
Oh, no.
And the
Hate
whole
that.
thing begins to unravel.
Oh, I hate that.
That's not where those
Grant us
supposed to be.
eyes.
God, if those eyes don't go there, they
Oh,
go
no,
on your
Bob.
face.
Not a fan of what's happening.
As a beholder emerges,
Oh, fucking A.
and in your mind you hear, "It has been so long. Hundreds of years
I'm not a beholder.
since I have gotten to do this. Since her reign. Whispers in silence, I must commend you. I am General Misskilliath of my lady's army. Do your worst."
This isn't good. He's really good with against magic.
Well, that is rough. Good to know.
I'm sorry,
I'm-
it's really funny to me how the names line up, because I definitely read General Misgilly Eris daughter. I'm like, wait, more family?
Oops, I shouldn't have taken the Hell Priest off there. I should have
So,
left it on
I just want y'all to know that Caldana and I are about to perform cataract surgery.
By which we mean we're giving it cataracts.
Yeah.
there. So Melody, it's your turn. Before you go, he is going to use a legendary action to shoot an eye ray at Varys, who just cleaved his
Okay, well,
person.
okay, fuck him. Do a save or?
I will let you know what I need from you.
Oh, okay, okay.
I indeed do need a wisdom save from you.
You got it.
It's the beholder's way of saying that it does not consent.
As a pink
correct.
eye ray fires out at you.
Pink.
Yep.
Pretty
Wisdom
sexy.
save.
16.
16. That meets.
Ah.
You are able to resist the charm effect.
That's
I didn't think
good.
he was hot at all.
Well,
That
that's fair, I
was-
suppose.
I
must
cast
commend
off.
you, Varys. That was the correct response.
I go, hey, wait a second. Those aren't titties at all.
All right, Melody, you're up.
Well, this just got scary. You did say you thought we were gonna die today, so that's
I
good.
said there was a chance you were going to die today.
Oh, good.
Beholders are no fun.
No, it's just fine. We gotta flank this motherfucker. We just gotta get on the other side.
Melody, if you're talking, you're muted.
Fuck. I was going to cast command.
Command on the beholder? Yeah, you can cast command on the
Mhm.
beholder.
I am going to force it to grovel.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead and cast command. What's my check for that?
16, and I think it's a wisdom saving
Wisdom.
throw.
All right. I think it's a pretty good wisdom save. It rolled a
No,
50.
no. Wait, sorry. Still a wisdom saving throw. But I'm going to cast polymorph instead.
You're gonna polymorph it. Interesting. Okay.
Hell yes.
It's a chicken.
We're gonna try and
That's
turn it into
much
a chicken.
more effective.
All right. So you go
I'm
to
gonna
cast
turn
it.
him into a fucking goat.
Yep. You hold your hand up and point it at him as you wave it across to cast polymorph on him, and nothing happens.
Wait, right. Beholder.
Your magic doesn't even manifest.
Anti-magic
forgot
cone
the
eye,
holder.
maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Could be the anti-magic cone eyeball.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot about beholders.
it's
That's all
okay.
right,
I don't actually know much about it other than they can charm and often have anti-magic stuff.
I mean,
And a
Fuck.
disintegrate eye. Don't forget the disintegrate
and
eye.
and a
They do also
disintegrate
have a
eye.
disintegrate
All
eye.
right. Well, let me say that
Callie
this is
doesn't
not the
forget
character.
about the disintegrate.
Let me say that this is not the character with the resilient sphere, which would save someone's life at least from a disintegrate.
To be fair, I'll tell you what. When you told Carmen to stay behind, I was like, that's probably a good call.
Oh my god, fuck.
All right, Melody, what will it be?
Oh my god.
That was an action, right?
Yep.
So you got a bonus
Yup.
or a move, bonus and or a move.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna fucking bonus action. I'm gonna fucking inspire someone. You know what? I'm gonna inspire Varys.
All right. Varys,
Sounds good.
you feel the divine inspiration in you. No, the bardic inspiration, I'm sorry, in you.
Yeah.
And that does seem to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And
that.
and there is going to be a small like next to you as a little like crystal pops up next to you.
Yeah. Awesome.
And
Alright.
as a free action, Melody is going to say, "Mom, Sir Varys!"
All right, that brings us around to the top of the order. That will cost you a coin, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
Ascending order, please. Thank you. There we go. Brux, you're up. At the beginning of your turn, it is going to use a legendary action to shoot a I-beam at you.
I refuse.
Bro.
I reject your reality and substitute my own. Ooh, that's a high number. I like that. Oh. Brux, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom. Uh-oh.
Wisdom.
We're gonna inspo that.
All right. Inspo it up. I didn't want you guys to get bored. I thought I'd give you guys a fun fight tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I do not make it. It doesn't matter which roll it is. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
All right.
Oh.
A deep purple beam fires out and blasts into you, hitting you square in the chest. And you all watch as Brux
Oh boy.
sways a little bit, and then collapses to the ground sleeping.
Oh, sleep ray. Fuck.
You fall asleep for 1 minute. The target awakens if it takes damage or another creature
Lovely.
takes an action to wake it. It is now your turn, and you are snoozing.
I'm sleeping it off.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what I actually want to be doing right now.
Rialta, it is your turn, and at the beginning of your turn, it is going to use its legendary action to fire an eye ray at Cerberus, whom was a big show-off.
Okay, now hold on. I find that I object, because that could
Mm.
hurt me.
Yes, it could.
I don't know that hurt's the right term for
Cerberus,
disintegration.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
There it
yes,
is.
my most fantastic save. Actually, with the shield, I'm actually pretty good at it. Because, alright, how does that work? It is, when it targets only me, I get an extra bonus.
You do.
Actually, slight point of order for that. So I fall asleep. How does that affect my boots? Am I just laying in the air?
Yeah, I think you're just snoozing
Fall
10 feet in the
10
air.
feet and
Oh, sorry,
take
no. Your
damage.
magic, you're in its eyesight. Your boots don't work. You fell 10
Yeah,
feet.
you'd fall anyway.
Okay, that would have.
Yeah, your boots turn off. Interestingly, your magic items, your weapons, do
Yeah.
not stop working.
Deity level magic.
Uh-huh. DD level magic is unaffected by the
Does that
anti-magic
mean-
cone.
Does that mean my
Excellent.
raven damage?
Your raven level, or your raven damage for the
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say your tattoos still work too. Those are given to you by your deities.
Sorry, I was just looking for this silly feat. I thought it would be like really easy to find and see. Here it is. Dex saving throw. Make against attacks stuff only against you. Okay, great. That's all I was looking for. Sorry. All right. So let me. Is disintegrate? Okay, I will have.
It's a dex save is all I'm gonna say.
Whatever. Fuck off.
We all
I'm
know
gonna,
what that means.
I'm going to use advantage with. Thank God I did. And then that 14 is actually a 16 because I get to add my shield bonus against it.
That meets.
Oh God.
So you watch as it rears up and fires this inky black beam out of one of its eye stalks that you just barely managed to dodge out of the way of. And as it hits the tree back here instead, that tree immediately starts to grow old, necrotic, and decay.
That's bad.
That was its death ray.
Oh, cool.
Rude, sir.
Yeah. Rialta, it is now your turn.
Okay. Please forgive me. I genuinely don't know what the best move to do because I am a magic user.
Yep. So here's what I will tell you. Based on what you've seen, wherever it has looked, it has been able to nullify the magic that it looks at.
Okay.
I would.
So I guess the question I would
advise
have for that.
some way of spreading out.
The question I would have for that, though, Callie, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we need to declare where it's facing, right? So we know where it's facing.
I
currently.
decide at the beginning of its turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Where's
now,
it
it's just,
facing
right now,
though?
yeah. Here, is there a way to just draw a?
If you, I mean,
cone?
just a
You
line
can do like
probably
a
is fine.
cone,
Yeah, you know, I was
like
gonna draw a
the
freehand. Oop, that's not what I want.
I mean, even just the direction is probably fine as long as we.
Oh my God, Kelly. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this in Roll20. So it's going like this.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fucking dwarf legs. Okay.
Made it.
So the okay.
You can cast spells and your magic items would work outside of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen, I get the struggle, Sarah. Our Pathfinder game, I'm a little goblin that has like 10 less feet movement than everyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what would be better worth my time, but I guess I'll try Guiding Bolt. I was thinking of Moonbeam instead. I'm wondering if that would help. I think that would, whether that would help like move it around or something.
I mean, it's a good spell. It's not like I don't think it's a shapeshifter, so it won't do the extra damage.
I wouldn't say it's going to be very effective against the beholder though, because as soon as it looks at it, it's going to be diffused.
Yeah, it'll disappear. That's a good point.
Oh, I
As
thought
soon
it
as
would,
it looks at it.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought it would just be suppressed. Okay, that's fine then.
That is a
Okay,
good question, actually.
then I will. Ooh, good. Okay, well then let's do a higher level Guiding Bolt here. Okay, we're gonna do a second level Guiding Bolt. 25, it looks like I...
25 will hit.
Okay, it looks like it already did the damage for me. Does that look right?
Yep,
19
19
radiant?
radiant will look right to me.
And then, hold on, I get the extra here. Absolutely 2. Looks like it's only 7 damage on top of that, so that'll
Alright.
be 26 total. if
All
that
right. He
matters.
doesn't seem immune to any of these,
Okay.
so 26 total. Got it.
You are right, Sarah, that it would be suppressed. I just because it's like 10 feet. I think if he looks at it, he can just keep it suppressed. Is the issue?
Okay, fair enough. I will, good to know though. I think that's all I can really do. I can't do any other bonus action, helpful spells, so sorry, Brooks, please don't die.
All right.
Dying
Indeed.
is not the issue at the moment.
It might be.
Taking action
no.
is the issue.
The issue is that he's got like 17 legendary actions. This motherfucker.
It is his turn,
No.
and he is going to fire 3 eye beams.
Where's
One
he
at
facing? Where's he facing?
he is feeling pretty good facing right where he is.
Rude.
He is going to fire 3 eye beams, one at each of the people up in his grill.
That's not me though. I wouldn't. I'm like on his side, right?
It's definitely you.
Oh, but I mean, Melody's closer.
3. And Caldana gets a 2. All right, so 3, 8, 2. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, Varys, I need you to make a wisdom save for me.
A wisdom save, eh?
Yep. As a yellow beam fires out at you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Inspiration.
Yep, don't forget your Bardic Inspo.
Okay.
Well, you're good.
I'm
made
good,
it.
and I get to choose that. I think so. I'll keep it and do
Yep.
18.
All right, you get blasted with this yellow beam, but you resist the fear effect that would have come from it.
Not only that, I do like a Super Saiyan aura blast to like disperses it.
Brux, this is where I have to make some bad news for you. You have to make a dex save, and you're unconscious, so you fail it
So
automatically.
I auto fail.
Yeah. So a slate gray beam fires out of one of its beams and blasts into you as you continue to sleep, and you begin turning to stone.
Oh, that is bad.
You can all see as Brux's feet and hands have started to coat in stone.
Varys
let's-
is like,
And
Ah, man.
for no
Let's-
no other effects though. I imagine.
Lesser restoration can't help with that, can it?
Is greater resto for
Well, I can't
for
learn Greater
petrified.
Resto, so
yeah,
Uh,
there's greater resto. I don't think dispel magic works either, but I could be wrong.
I can't learn.
And
that, so.
Caldana, I need a con save from you.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Flesh to stone or stone to flesh might work. Yeah, that's
Nat
Not
2026.
that I'm aware of.
All right. You get hit with
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
clear-colored beam, but this one does
we
not
see it.
seem to have its intended effect either, as you are resist the paralyze.
those are some nasty
There
ass
is no
beams.
paralysis. There is only anger.
Yeah.
That's true. The flying demons are
Oh.
back up, and you continue to hear all four of them wailing away on something metal up here.
I hate to. Sorry, I want to. Getting hit by the beam, does that wake Brux up?
No,
They
only
work
if you
since
take
they work.
you have to take damage or have another creature attack
Got
you
it.
to waken you. Or sorry,
Got it.
another creature use an action to wake you.
I would love if it had to be attacked.
It has to be an
They
attack.
were
You
like,
have to deal damage.
You gotta punch him right in
The
the
only
butt.
way to wake them up.
The only way to wake him up is smack the shit out of him.
Caldana, you are up.
General question first. If I
Uh-huh.
move here, is this still flanking with Varys?
Yes.
Hell yes, dude.
I'm
I
gonna
give you,
slide
like,
over
the-
here.
I give you the doing it with my bro eyes
Plus-
from Key and Peele.
+2 damage.
I don't think I can see you through the beholder.
I can feel you.
Doesn't it also do something to my hit?
It's
plus two.
2 to hit.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, not to damage, to hit. +2 to hit.
Yeah, that you threw me off a little bit.
Sorry, my bad.
Callie's changing the rules on us.
Okay. That
Let me see your dice, Callie.
thankfully is a 17 to hit.
Oh, I bet this thing's
That
fun.
misses.
Oh! What is it wearing? How many shields on its eyes does it have?
It is not wearing any armor to your vision.
Okay, well, it's huge. How'd we miss it?
Okay. Well, that was a 19 on the die, so that becomes 28 to hit.
That will hit.
Goddamn right it does.
Okay,
Sick of your
that's
shit.
okay.
So we need at least an 18 to
That
hit this
is 16 magic slashing, 18 because of rage.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yep, that's fine. Keep going.
Divine Fury, the Fire, Tattoo Necrotic.
Wow. Good hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Bonus action, I will do the shield, even though I'm not sure that this has physical attacks. But
Fair
hey, it
enough.
might try to bite me. I don't know.
I'll say it does have a bite attack. That it does technically have one. All right. Very nice. Is there anything else on your turn?
That's movement action bonus, so.
All right, that will be it then. All right. Caldana, it's pissed at you, and it's going to make an I-beam attack at you. Uh-huh. Caldana, I need you to make a Dex saving throw for me.
This thing is racist.
Question. Does this
Alright.
count as... Oh, where'd that ability go? Dex saving throw against effect I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
A Dex saving throw against an effect you can see while not blinded. Yes, you can see it, and you're not any of those things.
Okay, so I get advantage.
Nice.
Because danger sense. It's a good thing I have advantage. 19.
All right. That meets as a sickly green beam blasts out near your feet, but does not hit you. All right. Did I say that meets? That beat it. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. All right.
Don't scare me like that, Ellie.
Cerberus, you're up.
Remind me, I'm sorry, I've forgotten. What type of... it's a full action to wake up somebody from sleep?
Sorry, Caldana, I just want to check. What did you roll on the dice on that last one?
On my dex save?
Yeah.
18 plus the 1 from my dex.
Okay, just checking. Thank you.
You would have more too, because you're within
She's not, actually. She's not within 10 feet of you.
Oh, it's right. I'm 10 right now. You're right. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not
it's
30.
It's not 30 yet.
Yep.
Not 30 like I'm 17 or something. So did you say it was a full action? Like what is the what
It's an
type of
action to wake Brooks.
It is an action to wake Brooks. And Brooks isn't getting a save, right? So there's not a save
Not
on
on
their
dex
turn.
or strength checks.
Yeah, so I
No.
will be petrified.
Yes.
But pet.
Oh, that's right. You're being no. Sorry, I'm talking about the sleep. So what
Yeah.
I'm asking is every round, she's not
No
getting
save.
a save to wake up. Okay.
Correct.
So I think the best use of my action right now is to try to wake her up, because until you're petrified, you can still move, right, Brooks?
Yep.
Or right, Callie? That's true.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
still move. Yep.
So at least, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
At least,
No, you are restrained, actually.
I thought petrified was.
hold on.
con saves.
Restrained, though, I think you can still attack.
Yes, you can still attack.
Okay. So I think that's still my best action. I'd like to attack the thing, but given that Brooks literally can't be in the fight if we don't wake them up,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my action to wake them up.
Okay.
I'm going to shake them awake,
Yep.
and I'm going to... Brooks, get in the fight before you turn to stone. He seems callous when he says it like that, but
Brooks-
he's a little nervous.
Brooks, you awaken
I
and
am
are not pleased.
extremely unhappy about everything that has just happened to me.
Yeah, you are not pleased to find out that your feet are now made of stone.
So that'll be that. Then Cerberus will... if I move here, Callie, are we still flanking?
Yep, you're still flanking.
Okay, just making sure I'm out of the cone. I can't attack right now, but I can bonus action. And... I mean, it goes... I mean, what the fuck does it matter? I mean, I may as... Who's the best person to do it on? Sorry, one quick check just on the distance of a spell. And that spell's distance is... Perfect, 60 feet. Rialta, I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So I may, with as bonus action, you have +2 to AC, unless he chooses to look at you, in which
Yep.
case it will be suppressed as long as he's looking at you. But in the meantime, you have +2 to AC. And that'll be my go.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action on you to fire a beam at you.
Okay, that seems racist, but fine.
I need a con save.
Okay. It's not my worst save.
That's good. And I am rolling these randomly, by the way.
Bro! I'm gonna use
Oh, no.
inspiration on that because I rolled a 1 and got 7 total.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that
Probably-
again. I have
Probably a
two,
good plan.
2 inspo left. So it's not rolling. Sorry, let me clear. And then do it again. Okay, that's better. 18.
All right.
God.
You are able to resist the paralyze ray that hit you.
That is like... Hey, Callie, I mean, can I tell you something I mean in the
Yeah.
nicest way possible?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright?
Correct.
Okay, great.
Melody, you're up with Brooks on deck.
Oh boy. I'm going to move over to this tree that's now necrofied, right? This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is melting
Okay.
into the ground at this point.
Is that melting pool like at any does it look like I can step in it?
You want to step in the necrotic tree?
No, but like I want to be out of this cone.
Yeah, you can go stand out. It's not going to hurt you. No.
Okay. I'm going to move over here.
Yep. Seems reasonable.
I'm going fuck. I'm gonna use the spell and command it to grovel. Just fuck you. Not you, but the fucking.
Okay, yeah. you're gonna,
let me correct, Mel. Fuck you.
Mm.
okay, you're going to command it to grovel. All right.
Yup. It still is DC of 16 wisdom.
All right. It has got a +8 to its wisdom save, so it's got a 19 on that.
Oh fuck.
General Miskiliath laughs at your command. You first, child. And he's going to shoot a beam back at you.
It could
Wow,
grovel
rude.
because it's immune to the prone condition.
It is immune to the prone condition.
Which I love. Like, a ball can't fall prone,
Yeah.
which is true. I just
Uh,
think that's really funny.
Melody, I need
can't
you to
think
make
tonight.
Melody. I need you to make a dex save
Okay, I
for
didn't
me.
know about it either.
Oh yeah, it might have still done something. He still wouldn't have been able to do anything. It would have been useful. I
Yeah.
just think it's funny that that literally
says
they
you
can't.
Yeah,
That it's literally immune to prone because it's like a basketball, and they're like, how do you knock it over?
dex save, but you're gonna make it.
Oh,
Anyway.
shit.
You rolled a 19 though,
damn
so
it.
you're gonna make it anyway. So you're good.
You're also
Nice,
within 10
nice.
feet of Varus.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so you're super good. All right, so the disintegration beam just misses you,
Nice.
but you do dodge it. Anything else, Melody?
Inspiration to Brooks.
All right, inspo on to Brux.
Thank.
And guess whose turn it is?
So first things first, we're expending the
Teddy
half
Ruxpin.
movement to stand up.
Hell
I
yes.
don't know that you can when you're restrained.
Stand up from prone. There you go.
Oh,
Your
that's
your
an
speed is 0.
interesting-
You cannot actually stand up from prone.
Is the most frustrating thing that
Oh.
you are on the ground and you gotta flail around with your boots.
What about the levitation boots? They get
You're
get
in
up-
a
in
you're in a
the
magic
anti-magic
field.
field.
You can't levitate either.
You can attack at
Ugh.
disadvantage. You just
Yeah.
you can still attack.
I,
Hey Brux, this sucks, and I want you to know that I
I've
feel
just-
for you. But I do
I've
also
just-
know that the image is one of the funniest, saddest things I've ever.
This is,
I'm-
by the way,
I'm
this is
just
exactly what
sitting-
happened to Aurora on
like,
our Sunday
"Motherfucker."
game.
is that why you're
can't-
doing this?
No,
You
a
can't
completely
stand
different
up.
way. I was being eaten at the time, so I couldn't get back up. But it was the same concept. I had zero.
You're like, this is
I had zero
bullshit.
speed, and I was prone, so I couldn't get back up.
Now, hold on. Oh yeah, you can't divide 0 in
I'm-
half.
I'm simply just absorbing this situation that I find myself in.
Yeah, this situation sucks. Is what it
You're
does.
looking at your feet.
I am.
You're looking at your abs. You're like,
afraid
I mean, to
don't
be
have-
fair, with the restrained, I already have disadvantage anyways on my
That's
attack,
true.
so
that's
Yeah.
true.
I'm
so
not
who cares
losing
about the
anything
prone?
there.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
You might as well just go for it.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually a good
So,
point. It doesn't
how
really
does-
change anything.
How's the inspo, the bardic inspo work?
The D8, I believe.
Mal's is now a D8. Yes.
It's
Can
a
I sh-
D10.
Oh, that's
D10
right.
now.
It's a D8, but she has the power up, so it's a D10.
The D10 right now.
Can I add that to any roll I choose?
Attack. Not, not damage,
it's-
right, Mal?
yeah, but
ability
like
check,
any
attack roll, or
D20.
saving throw.
I will.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
just put out there to remind you.
Yeah.
That at the end of this turn, you're going to have to make a dex saving throw with
that's-
disadvantage.
That's why I was
thought-
making sure.
Just- yeah.
Because Flesh just owns a con save with Petrify. Is that one different?
Yeah, it's an I
yeah.
beam.
This one is dex.
It is funny that it's. I get why they do it, but it is kind of funny to think. Like the initial dex save makes sense. You're dodging out of the way.
Right.
The fact that
Yeah.
then every other save is a dex throw is kind of. But it's because they don't want it overcomplicates it if the save changes. They make you
So,
safe. But it is a funny idea. Like,
we'll
what are you
save
doing? Are
that.
you wiggling?
All right.
No, that's what I was double checking whether it was that or like, oh, just your next
Yeah.
of any one of those.
It also means my shield was.
Because I did want to make sure I saved it.
Good call.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack on General Miskiliath.
You're gonna hit a 20. I know you are.
Is my position? I'd have to hit 2 20s. Is
You
my
will.
position enough to count as flanking to get bonus?
Yeah.
Hell yes, you're flanking
Give
underneath
her
him.
something.
I see. Here's what I see. Yes.
You know what? We are the triune. We are the triad. I want to be. I wanna
Hey,
be-
that's pretty good. The low is a 10, so 21.
That will hit.
Hey, Callie.
Yeah.
Fuck your beholder, huh? Right
Hey.
in the poop chute.
I don't
Hey
know
Rob,
how,
I got a phrase for you. It's
Yeah?
talk shit, get hit.
I don't know. I don't know. How
I was
to
gonna
save
say,
you from the
there's an
Petrify.
excellent
I don't have any
highlight from
spells.
this campaign of that
I don't have any
happening.
spells to help with the Petrify.
But you do not.
It's
Okay,
okay.
Just
We're
letting
gonna
you
be
know.
fine.
You,
We're
you
gonna be
mentioned-
fine.
You said greater restoration as if you thought I'd have it, and I'm not.
Oh
high
no,
enough
I know you
level.
don't have
I
it.
think.
Okay.
I think she was just telling you what the spell was.
I'm just telling you
Okay.
what it is.
I
Yeah.
was just
yeah, I
worried.
don't think that. Yeah.
So that
The
is
ti- this is.
a-
I believe an eye tyrant. They are strong.
So the damage on that is 14.
14. All right. He does
And
not
then-
like that.
We're going to forego my extra attack because I have that now. And instead going to use one of my superiority die to do Commander Strike.
Hell
Oh.
yes.
And have Caldana use one.
Yes.
You're making Caldana attack.
Use your attack.
Yep. And if she hits, she gets to add the result of this d8 to the damage.
Hell yes, dog.
An 18 on the dice. So
Hit.
25.
That will hit.
Okay, do I add all my extra bullshit?
Anything you would add on a regular attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Just an
Okay.
attack roll.
uh,
Or a
9.
regular attack.
So yeah, you can
14
add you can add
slashing.
Phoenix Feather onto that, and I think you
Yeah.
get your rage damage on it.
It would anything you
And the
wouldn't have to.
necrotic, because I
Yeah,
rolled
anything you
down
don't
and
need to
that is
spend an
on
action
every
on.
attack.
Right. Alright.
Okay, so that is including rage damage, 16 on the sword. And then fire. Necrotic. I can re-roll the necrotic because Flames of the Demoness.
You can re-roll. Oh my, Callie, is your bacon sizzling?
Still a 1 though.
It's
And
breakfast
reroll
time.
it to the same one.
And
Alright.
then plus whatever the d8 is.
Plus another 7 from that superiority
Plus another
die, yeah.
7. Oh,
All right,
your
just
sphincter is
give me the
puckering, dog.
total.
So 21, 23, 24, 31.
Mhm.
All right, he did not like that. He is bloodied,
Oh,
and then some. He
well.
is starting to look pretty ragged.
Okay, I was kind of hoping for like double bloodied.
You were hoping for how do you
Which
want to
is-
do
which
this?
Is dead. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
waiting for. I was waiting for how do you want to do this?
End of the turn, Brooks. I need a dex saving throw at
All right.
disadvantage.
Can I spend an inspo to even that?
You may. You can absolutely spend an inspo to make that a straight
Did
roll.
she get Ferris's aura for this too?
You are within 10 feet. I would
Yeah.
say, ooh, an aura that is in the anti-magic field. No,
But
you
the
do not
source
get the
is
aura.
outside of it.
And
It,
it's
it doesn't
divine.
But
matter.
it would, but because I'm within it, like the field deadens.
Yeah, I
It-
didn't
Yeah.
know if it.
But
I
it's
didn't know if it was a thing
It's
of like
Divine, but
source.
it's not supplied by a deity in this case. Your swords are literally deity level weapons.
But
I-
I am adding that D10 for the Bardic Inspo,
All right.
Wait,
Show
wait,
it to
wait,
me,
wait,
Brock.
wait, 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 wait,
which
wait, wait, wait,
will
wait.
almost certainly make this succeed if I roll decent on
Don't.
it.
I was like, don't curse yourself like that.
On
Yeah,
the
don't,
D
don't
on the
say that until
D10.
after.
I would like to listen. I mean, listen. I'm not going to be that guy. I just want to make one more point. There is nothing in the description of the ability that states it is magical.
Your aura, really?
Yeah, I'll read it to you.
No,
I'll
fair
read it
enough.
to you.
Add the aura in. You're good then.
What do I get to add to that?
Plus 4.
4.
Now I want you to know, Callie,
That
that if you ever run a
totals up-
paladin with me, and I have a beholder, I might feel differently about it.
Oh, really?
Of course you will.
I'll remember this.
It
What
is
do
a
you
good
got?
question, actually.
What do you got, Brooks?
Sorry, push to talk. That does total up to an 18.
That is enough. You are able to shake the stones free and actually break out of the partial petrification
Oh,
that you
God.
were in. Well done.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that was the thing is with that aura and my save to it, because I
Yeah.
get to add my proficiency because of the tattoo, that's automatically a 9.
Nice. Rialta, you are up.
Honey, you have forced my hand. I
I'm trying to make it hard. I don't
I
want these to all
know-
be easy for you.
I know, but I just want to ahead of time apologize what I'm about to do. I'm not saying it's gonna
No,
work.
you apologize to
Let's
me.
do it!
Don't
it's
you
it's
dare.
less that it's going to work,
do it,
guys,
do it.
and more that's going to be annoying.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
Can I have 8 grand badgers, please?
What?
Can I have 8 great badgers, giant badgers, please?
She's summoning 8 giant badgers.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You
Hundreds, my
can
children.
certainly have 8 giant badgers. I don't know that I've got a token off the top of my head for a
at the end of
badger.
your turn, right?
Mushroom.
We don't need no stinking badgers.
Is that in the essentials? Maybe I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't have a badger token off the top of my head.
If this helps, I don't know if it does, but there. Oh, yeah, it is. I have a token for you. I put in roll 20. Look
Varys
in the
is,
chat.
Well, I know, but I have to be able to pull it out onto the map.
Oh, okay.
Death by 1,000 badgers.
Ferris is terrified. He knows the
All right.
power of
All right, here we go.
badgers.
Were creatures. How about were badger? Do we have that? That would work. What?
Hold on,
why
I
is
have-
barmaid in the were creatures?
Well,
I
you know
have
how she
questions.
You
gets.
know what she does on her own
Wait.
time?
You know how she gets. You don't tip her.
Boars,
Hold on.
boars, bears.
By the way, guys,
tigers.
I don't know if the giant badger is the best, but it's got multi-attack. I figured it'd be
Badger's
helpful.
always the
What?
right choice.
Amazing. No, see, that's the thing is with 5th edition's bandit accuracy, literally just swarming it with things is a super
is a great-
effective
yeah.
strategy.
I do
Hold
think
on,
the
hold on,
badger,
hold on.
because of its
Hold
multi.
up, I got.
is
Here
one
they
of the
come.
top
Here they come.
choices.
I got them.
And yeah,
They're
so
adorable.
the multi-attack just literally adds
Increases
more
the
chances
value.
to even
Exactly.
just like chip
Every
it down.
time you got more chances for 20s, baby. Ooh.
All
I was
right.
gonna say,
They have to
literally,
be. I gotta roll initiative for them as a group, so hold on.
Yeah, they're all going to go on the same
Swarming-
initiative.
I will
Oh.
say, Tasha's did a like variant rule where you can just tack them on the end of her turn instead if you want.
Yeah, they can go on the end of your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Um,
At the end of your turn, he is first going to, very annoyed at all the badgers all of a sudden, fire a beam at you, Rialta.
okay.
I mean
Oh,
that seems fair. This is the
I need you
first
to make
air
a
beam of the
dexterity
fight.
save for me.
Okay.
Aldana's definitely looking down, going, "What the fuck?"
Bending inspo. Because I need it.
Creatures of the forest, rise up!
Oh.
Beasts of the land. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom.
Oh, I love it, Mal.
What year is it? love
19?
it.
That's enough. You're able to dodge the petrification ray that comes your way.
That's good.
Bro.
You notice that the ground where it hit next to you turns to stone.
Ooh, no, thank you.
All right, it is your
What if it was
badger's
already
turns.
stone? How
All
funny would
right.
that be?
Well, I'm doing multi-attack with them. They only get +3 to hit, so I
But
guess.
but how many of them are flanking? Let's get really annoying with it.
Yeah, they
How
all get.
many?
They actually all get +5
I was
to
gonna
hit.
say they
They're
would
all
all
flanking.
Oh my
flanking.
god, they all
So,
get
do you want me to
+5.
just hit? Because actually, funny enough, I'm on the D&D Beyond page, and I can get it right to roll 20. Do you
Yeah.
want me to hit these? Like,
Yeah. How many attacks do they each get?
they get a bite and a claw attack. They're both +3. It's just a different
16.
damage.
So make
16.
16 attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember
Uh,
that each of those needs to be 2 higher than you're actually getting.
So I'm just
They're all
gonna.
flanking.
I'm just gonna click this if that's okay. Okay. Or should I wait? Would it be easier if I just do multiple? Because will it show me the
If
rolls?
yeah, it should show
Yeah,
you
if you
them
roll
all.
16d20, it'll
20
show you the
with
rolls.
with the full modifier. I think
I
it'll
would-
show you them all.
Yeah, and I would imagine because you said they're different damages, just literally claw bite for
yeah,
each.
in
yeah,
order.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
All right. Here we go. Hold up. So miss.
Oh my god!
I
Miss.
see 2
Hit.
crits.
Remember,
All
you
right,
gotta
so-
add 5 to each of these numbers.
I know.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
Here we go.
No. I added 5 already.
No, you did.
Well-
you added 5 to the
Oh.
total.
Because each of these need to get 5.
Sorry,
All
okay.
right.
Right,
Hold
right,
up. Here we go. Miss, crit. Go ahead and do a crit claw attack.
Okay.
Or is it bite? Is it bite or claw first?
Bites
That would
first.
be
All right. Crit
Bite,
bite
yeah.
attack.
I'm gonna write this down. So.
Yep.
Crit bite.
Crit
Go-
bite.
Uh-huh.
Regular claw hits.
Red claw.
Miss. So that's bite, claw. Regular bite hits.
Red bite.
Regular claw criticals.
Oh, claw critical.
Yep. Claw critical.
Crit claw.
Miss. Regular bite hits.
Got it.
Regular claw hits.
Got it.
Miss. Regular claw hits.
Claw.
And that's it.
Oh my god, guys.
Hell yes.
All right. Give me a second. Okay.
But
This is a
that's about half of them, wasn't it?
That's fantastic.
I'm
You got 2
doing-
crits out of it.
I'm doing regular attacks, regular damage first, so give me a second. So, regular claw, regular
Your
bite,
face, Kelly.
regular bite.
This is
Not how Callie expected this to go.
this is I asked Robbie Landis earlier. I'm like, hey, what level was the Fortuneers when you made them fight a Beholder? And he said they were level 4 to 5, so I gave a very weakened Beholder. And I'm like, my group's level 7, and they've got some bullshit magic weapons. I'm not
Hell
weakening
yeah.
this Beholder. They're fighting it at
Hell
full
yeah.
strength.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think they will figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely.
And my faith has been rewarded. CR 13, my ass.
Sorry, I'm not done yet.
The answer is more badgers.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
So the crit's gonna go from 1d6 plus 1 to 2d6 plus 1,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
So
Well, yes. Sorry.
okay,
yes.
so first crit bite, and then this is the crit claw. 2d4, so it's gonna be 4d4.
Yeah, Zerg Rush is a very effective tactic in 5th edition.
Hell
Okay.
yes.
4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15, 19, 25, 29, 40 damage.
Jesus. As he gets mauled by fucking badgers. I should have done this immediately, but I didn't think to do it. These two immediately poof because they are in the anti-magic cone.
Yeah.
But I'll still let the attacks go through.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to leave them there as markers. They actually come back if he moves his eye.
Yeah.
Really?
They're
Yeah.
not dispelled, they're suppressed. So they still last for the length of the spell.
Well, this says, according to anti-magic field, summoned creatures disappear.
Because I guess maybe I read it wrong. It says, any active spell or magical effect, a creature or object summoned or created by magic temporarily winks out of existence in the sphere. Such a creature instantly reappears once the sphere the creature occupies is no longer within the sphere. That's what I was reading.
Creature or object. Creature instantly reappears once the space. Creature.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Further up on that spell, it says, within the sphere, spells can't be cast. Summon creatures disappear. I guess that means something by
Oh,
blinks out of
yeah,
existence.
they're not being clear.
I think I get what you're saying. I think that's like the general text, and then beneath it, it's breaking down exactly what happens. That's how
Yeah.
I read it anyway.
Fair enough. Let me put them back then, and I will blink them.
That's that natural language bullshit.
I hate it sometimes.
To add, it adds clarity.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my turn.
That was great. That was
Do
the
I get
greatest
to add? I don't think I get to
Greatest.
add plus 2d8 necrotic to that. So
All right. Well, that was fun for everybody, except me.
Listen,
I
all
told you I
I've
was
got
gonna-
is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels.
Well, it worked. On his turn, he is going to
We're out of
turn
bear
and
claws.
face this way
trying to get rid
and
of
get
the
rid of these
badgers.
4. These 2 return because I have to deal with fucking badgers in my life.
I'm sorry. I told you I was sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I take it back. You should be sorry.
I warned you.
You did, and you know what? That's on me. I didn't
That
was-
listen.
I
that
promise
was
I will.
amazing.
I promise I will give you specific warnings. Didn't I promise you that?
All right, 3 I-beams. One's going to Melody. One's going to Rialta.
Hey,
And one's going to Brux, just because this thing hates Brux.
I mean, fair.
Hey,
Melody, you get to do a dex save. Rialta, you get to do a dex save.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Brux, you get to do a con save.
Hey,
24 for
that's
Melody.
awesome.
damn, Melody.
apparently I have a +7 on deck, so
19.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Jesus, all right, you all succeed again.
Wow, I'm very lucky.
Yes.
20.
I want to point out you guys have succeeded on about 90% of these
Yeah,
so
I
Can
far.
I
know.
tell you? Can I tell you?
I'm
Okay, I gotta admit
very
something.
relieved.
I downloaded a bot that rigged the dice.
I mean, yep, most of you are rolling in here. I can't
I-
really argue against
I
it, but
am-
like,
Yeah, I know.
Jesus
Whew,
Christ.
I'm relieved. Let's just put it that way.
All right. Well, that's his turn. It is the
I
flying
got
demon's turn.
egg-shaped Digidie.
You hear more metal crashing, and this time you hear a different sound up here. You hear the sound of metal shearing through.
That's not good.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
like
something just broke up there. It was not a good sound.
No. The Earth Hymen. Why did I say
Uh,
that? Okay.
Wow. At the end of the turn, we're going to do a legendary action on Cerberus for saying that to me.
I can only say that I've brought it on myself.
Varus, dex save for me, please.
I will die as I live. Problematic.
Talk shit, get hit.
So, all right. And this is only in effect targeting me, right? So I'm going to get a +2 to whatever this is because of my
Uh-huh.
shield.
Yep.
Yes, that's 22 turns into 24. Suck my
Alright.
big elf wiener.
Yep, that's good. Varus, Caldana, it's your turn.
My big old hairy elf ball.
Well, I know what I must do. I must start swinging.
So I started swinging.
I'ma start swinging.
What is
you
that
start
from?
singing.
It's
started
always
swinging.
sunny. So I
It's- yeah,
started
always-
blasting.
So I started blasting.
That's what it
Danny
is.
DeVito.
Blast 'em, yeah.
Thank you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
And I was naked in that chair.
23 to hit.
Hell yeah.
That hits.
Oh my god, fuck your eye tyrant. Oh my god.
That is
This is just a regular
Yeah.
beholder, by the way. This isn't an eye
13.
tyrant.
You're an eye tyrant.
13, 15, and
Yeah,
then
you're right.
all of these.
Caldana. Caldana, Flame Tongue, Aristotter.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Yes. You're dead.
Hmm.
Hit it with the badger to death.
You can borrow.
I think I'm just gonna cleave into it, like from the side through the front eye.
All right. You bury Phoenix Feather just on the side of its eye, and it lets out a shriek. And then you cleave straight across, dragging the feathered, fiery blade through the eye, and it looks stunned at what has happened and just screams out as it suddenly compresses down to a singularity and then thump, disappears.
Hell yes.
You killed a beholder.
Guys, I really didn't know if the badgers would work.
There is still combat going on.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
There's some shit up there, and it's
Oh,
trying to
shit.
kill this person.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry, it's still Caldana's turn. You
Yeah.
still have another action.
I just need to.
Varus and I got
Please-
this.
please take
We're
my
the air
badges back.
cavalry.
Please bring my badgers back.
I'm bringing them back.
Thank you.
Where can I get with 40 feet of movement, Callie?
Can you fly?
No.
Then you can go right here and start climbing.
Okay.
I'm kind of
I was
aggressive,
gonna say,
Kelly.
Varus and I got this. We're the
Oh, we
air
got this.
cavalry.
Oh, don't worry. Our magical boots will help.
So
Alright.
I'll climb up that however high I can.
Yep. Go ahead and make an acrobatic or athletics check for me.
I believe it's an advantage because rage.
I think so, yes. While you're doing that, Varus, you're up.
All right. So I will move. Shit, I'll just move 30 feet straight in the air to
Alright.
start.
All right. Yeah, you're gonna have no problem.
27.
You're gonna have no problem getting up there next turn, Caldana. All right. You move how far up? 30 feet straight up.
I mean, I have to go 40 feet up, right? So I guess I'll just start
Yeah.
by going 30 feet straight in the air,
All right.
and then
from
I should be
this-
able to go diagonal the rest of the way next round.
Yep. From this height, you can now see further back into here.
What the hell?
What the hell? Who? Hey. Who? Hey.
Hello, Robit.
They're a gangbang up here.
So as you get up there, you see what looks like a massive suit of armor up there, almost 7 feet tall. This thing's humongous.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. I remember now.
It's missing family members the whole way down.
It is.
Melody, you're up.
Forest is full of pathos.
Can I see this tree from up here?
Yep.
I know what's happening.
Oh no. I do too.
Man,
Good evil
we're
I
cackle.
think the
We're
Ents are
stupid.
about to march.
I love Mal's cackle every
We are,
fucking time. It
All right.
sends me.
Melody, the tree answers your call, and it comes to life. The
What
flying
the-
demons up here are not really noticing. They're busy trying to tear open this thing like a can opener.
Whack him!
is that a tree?
All right, go ahead and do a thwack on them.
Oh shit, right. Fuck, I need the stat block for it. Dancing items.
Hey,
stat
if a
block.
tree kills a demon in the forest and no one's around to hear it, like, you guys got any good weed? I mean, you know.
If a tree kills a demon in a forest, does an angel get its wings?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If a tree kills a
Hold
demon
on,
in a forest and we killed that
dancing
beholder like a bunch of
item,
badasses,
stat block.
How much XP do we get?
am I thinking of breakfast? You know what I mean? Like, come on.
So apparently that's my spell attack modifier to hit. So
That's
the-
good.
Shit. Fuck.
Just roll a spell attack.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Action.
I
Apparently
guess you
can't
could, like,
fucking
roll
do that.
casting a cantrip, and it should roll the spell attack for you.
Spell attack. Can this work? Yeah, apparently it can.
Hell yes.
All right,
Shit, that's a
so
19.
that will hit.
On
Fuck,
this
dude.
boy. That's standing
big tree.
right behind it.
Give him a big thwack on the head.
Apparently that is a force and powers slam.
Tree
Um,
bonk.
so that's a D10 plus proficiency bonus, which is a D three,
Plus
a three.
Yeah.
A D3.
No, it's a D10 plus proficiency.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
a
what the
D3.
hell?
Although if we were playing 3rd edition
Yeah.
there's
and you made it an
D3s.
unarmed attack,
Is that 7 damage, Mel?
7 force damage. Yes, I don't know
Alright.
if it matters.
The flying demon, well, it did not expect to get hit by a tree while it was out today. It's not too pleased by that.
move.
Yeah, that beholder didn't expect to get eaten by badgers either. So
That's true.
Hey,
Brooks, you're up.
Hey, he thought he was the next reckoning of death. He's badger food.
Oh, also, when any creature starts its turn within 10 feet of that fucking tree, if it's the demons, so they're going to decrease their walking speed by 10 feet.
Okay.
This tree is just.
I think I'm going to take a page out of. How high would I have to get to be able to see them?
I did 30 feet. And I
Yeah,
could see
30
him.
feet would be enough.
Okay. So I think I'll take a page out of Varys's book and do that.
Okay. You ascend 30 feet, and you are able to see up here now as well.
We're not even gonna go over there. We're just gonna stand
Yeah.
like this.
Well, I will spell at it. I will cast Mind Sliver.
Oh damn! Ranged attacks. God, it must be nice.
Mind Sliver. All right,
that
that's
one.
a save, right?
That is a int save.
Ooh, that's not their best. Well, I rolled a 4, so even if it was their best, it probably wouldn't matter.
Hey Einstein.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's my next character. No matter, he's from New Jersey, Faerun.
Jesus.
So it takes 11 psychic damage,
Hell yeah.
and it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Got it. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Rialta.
Whew, not sure that because I probably can't see, right?
No. From down there, probably not.
Okay, I am gonna move closer, just so I am closer. Just okay, hold on. Stupid dwarven feet. Waddle, 25 feet. Yeah, I can't really do much. I guess I will cast a healing spell. I'll cast Healing Word on Brooks at least.
Nice.
So I can do that. So.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, what's the climbing speed of badgers?
Well, they apparently burrow 10 feet.
I suppose you could burrow your way through the
So
rock
that
wall to get
was-
up there eventually.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna have them move towards the rock wall and burrow
All right.
upwards.
You all watch as this little tidal wave of badgers hits the wall and just starts digging up into it, and you're kind of terrified.
Yeah, no, Varys is like 100% terrified. This is the scariest thing he's seen.
Yeah,
More
Varys,
than the
you as someone who has spent a lot of time in the God's Grasp and knows the creatures that are strong and powerful, you know to respect the badger.
You gotta. This is an
The
army
humble
of badgers.
badger, the humble
No, yeah.
badger is terrifying.
Yeah, badgers normally live alone. To see a pack of them,
Yeah.
that's against everything. There's nothing
All
right
right.
about that. That's scary as hell.
Okay.
Caldana definitely looks down and starts climbing a little bit faster so this cliff doesn't collapse with her on it.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. These badgers are gonna burrow out of the earth and eat these fucking.
Wait,
Brooks
wait, are
heals
you
for
within
11.
10? Wait, are you within 10 feet of the
Oh,
tree?
11. Neat.
No, they're
Yep,
not.
I
'cause
get
they're
an
still
extra
down the hill.
D4 because of my crescent.
Caldana, the tree helps.
I'm only partway up the cliff.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah,
but it will.
It's gonna help.
Anyway.
They're
You
all
gotta
going to
pick your
keep
ass up.
attacking this
Why does that
thing.
feel ominous?
This feels ominous as hell. It's
They're
gonna,
all
like,
going to
throw
keep
you.
attacking the armor.
It's gonna
That's a
fucking
miss.
Hulk you.
A miss.
You're gonna
That's
be
a hit.
Loki in
That's
that
a
one
hit.
movie.
All
See,
right.
that's a crit.
Avengers.
Yeah, it had one. They had one crit fail and one crit success on that one.
Ah, fuck.
The
Uh,
demons?
Yep, on the as they
I
start
don't
beating
think
up
the
this armor.
GM can crit
I beg to differ.
in the rules. I think.
This flying demon here, despite being hit by the tree, manages to tear the arm off of this thing finally,
Oh.
and start and so that they can and shouts out to the others that there's a hole inside and it can get at you can get at the girl now.
Oh, I don't
Anyone
even
who speaks
like that
Infernal.
sentence.
Yeah, anyone who speaks Infernal hears that.
Ah, go
Ramirez
quick!
goes. There's horrible implications in that. We need to stop
Caldana,
this
go.
now.
I'ma keep climbing.
You rolled a crit last time. You can get to the top. You make it.
Okay, I'm just gonna step over here, bury my sword in this one.
All right.
The one that got hit by the tree
That's
earlier.
hot.
They have.
That's
I'm going
fucking
to show them
sexual.
they have bigger problems than opening a tin can.
Yeah, I got your big problems right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's a 17 on the die plus
It hits.
7. Okay. Okay. I like this d6. That is 14 goes to 16 with rage.
Your demons.
Eh. Oh my god.
Oh, he's super dead.
That's amazing.
Actually, double dead.
Yeah, no, he has a new condition in this game called super dead.
I just stab him and he pops like a grape.
Yep. All right, and your second attack.
Second attack, I'll just turn to the left and go, hello, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like this country? No, okay, never mind.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Yes, mooks, mooks.
Yeah,
What
these
the
guys are
fuck is this
mooks.
D6? That's 2 5s
greatest.
on the D6.
Greatest D6 ever.
The d6.
Do it.
15, 17,
Do it. Do it. Do it.
fire, necrotic, 27.
That's enough. He's dead too.
That's both of my attacks.
I love it.
Nice. That's nice.
I think. All right. Varys, your turn.
If I go horizontal, I have 30 feet of flying movement. Where
I
do
would
I
say
end up there?
you can get right there if you want.
Hold on, sorry, I was on the right page. Right there?
Yep.
Hell yes, that is where Papa wants to go. All right, Big Daddy lands. That's what I'm calling myself now. And, you get it? Yeah. Yeah, because my child is
right there.
warm. Yeah, I got a drill hand. Okay, so I'm going to attack with my, what's that thing I have? The sword.
Yeah, the sword.
Yeah, I'm going to use the sword to slice into its bunghole.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 10.
No, that does not hit.
Wait,
That's
can
a
you
little
not
embarrassing.
say it insulting?
I can.
asked, I asked, okay. All right, I will roll again with my second attack.
Mm-hmm.
What about a 16?
That does hit.
I love that on an 8 I still hit. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
5e
Game's
is a
fucked.
broken game.
Yeah, it's a busted game. I do 9 slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay, 9 slashing damage.
Is it dead?
It is not dead.
I'm a smite.
All right, you may smite.
I'm a smite, thank you. I'm going to go to my spells, because there's no real clean way to do this. I'm going to use a first level spell slot. Is it a fiend?
It is.
So that's 4d8 radiant damage I'm about to do. I will roll that in here.
Oof.
R4d8. My favorite Reddit. 10 radiant.
10 radiant. That will double damage. So that thing is dead. It explodes in a mote of light.
When it explodes, can it be purpley light? And there's like a little purple winged magic moth that like fades away for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, sick. Yeah, don't say it like it's lame, because actually.
No,
it's
it's
the coolest thing
totally
I've ever heard.
awesome. Hell yeah, that can be.
Okay, good. I need your validation because my father doesn't talk to me. Okay, so
That is neither true.
no, that's not true.
It's true that he needs validation.
He does
it's not
need
true
validation.
that
Yeah.
Dad
I
doesn't
did-
talk
yeah,
to him.
no, he does give it to me, but it's still not enough. I have a disease called narcissism. All right, that is my turn.
Melody, it is your turn.
I'm afraid it's a lifelong.
One
condition.
enemy remains.
Yeah, it's chronic for sure.
I can't do anything from down here, but
But
the
the tree can.
tree
The
can.
tree can,
Alright.
and you could Bardic Inspo one of us.
Yeah, I mean, wait, can I Bardic Inspo one of the badgers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Is it like impressed by the music? What does that mean?
Onwards, tiny
feels-
murder machine.
Yeah, it's just like. Eh.
They're doing their best.
I'm gonna name this one Honey.
All right.
Badger.
We
You
got honey,
you are Bardic
Hufflepuff.
Inspo Honey.
Honey Badger don't care.
And go ahead and
And-
make your attack with the tree.
I don't think I can reach it.
Oh, that's right. It can't move. You're right.
Oh, the tree. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It's actually a tree.
It is actually. It's actually just a tree.
It's a
throw it?
reach
Wait.
of 5 foot, so
Could
yeah,
it-
no.
Could it
but
make a improvised ranged attack and throw something at it?
you could.
I'd allow that.
Can it?
Oh, I know
would-
exactly what it's going to do too. Go ahead and make it a spell attack roll.
Would Caldana consent to that? That's a 15 for a total 23.
That
Wait,
hits.
consent to what?
As you see the tree reach up and grab a squirrel out of its limbs and hurl the squirrel at the flying demon.
That's awesome.
It's fucking Scrat from Ice Age.
That's gonna be fucking. What is that squirrel? Do you remember that?
You hear
from
this? You hear
Newgrounds, that weird
You
squirrel?
hear the squirrel go. "Ah!"
Foamy?
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yes,
foamy.
I do.
It's fucking foamy blasting through its forehead.
Yeah. You hear the squirrel go.
Squirrely, squirrely wrath.
It goes. I was only 13.
Damn it! We cannot explain this joke again. I want to leave. Oh my god!
The
Oh
dad,
my
the dad
God,
and mom
to
squirrel
have
in
your
there.
fucking best laid plan gone to waste because of badgers and squirrels.
You gotta
It
watch
seems
out.
about right, if I'm honest with you.
It's like when the Ewoks
Brooks.
defeated the Death Star.
Brooks, you're up.
Yeah.
Please end my misery.
Okay. I think
I was so
will.
close. I was so close to having you turn to stone. I thought Carmen would be here and I could disintegrate her in front of all your eyes.
That'd be fucked up.
I was
We'd
actually
have
going to turn
thrown-
her to stone in front of your eyes.
We'd have thrown
Wow.
two squirrels at you then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up to there, and we'll just. I'm still out of range, so we're gonna mind sliver that one again.
Squirrel squad.
Int safe. Well, it's a different one, yeah.
You realize if you don't get this kill, Rialto's going to get the kill with Badgers.
I don't.
Do you realize that's
a
what's about to happen
problem.
next turn?
It'd be appropriate.
Can I say they eat their bodies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
their
yeah.
cheeks
Do
are
you want to
still
deny that face the opportunity to
Uh,
murder something with badgers?
It definitely failed its in save, so go ahead and give me damage on that.
Oh, did it definitely? Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
Okay. That
Uh,
felt like a please
sorry.
Don't let the Badgers kill
Let
him.
me check. Does a 3 succeed?
It does not.
All right, I failed.
It's a good check. I appreciate your
10
Yeah.
psychic damage.
All right. Still alive. So I'm not going to make you roll for it, Rialta.
Okay.
On your turn, as you're all standing there, a swarm of badgers, including Honey, emerge out of the ground and all launch up onto the flying demon, who lets out a shriek of
Yeah.
surprise
You would.
because of
You would.
all the things it expected
Yeah.
on this day.
Yeah.
A swarm of badgers, led by a particularly feisty one that actually got a bardic inspiration roll on it,
Yeah.
that goes right for its throat.
Yeah.
Just starts mauling, and you all watch
Goddamn.
as slowly but surely this swarm of badgers is going, and you just slowly see the flying demon go,
Too young. I'm too young.
Just imagine, was it Plague Tale with like the rats that are like a river?
Badgers deserve
It's like fucking playing Dishonored.
and you all emerge victorious in the fight.
In the best possible
And
manner.
mildly disturbed.
That's the wrong music. This one is what. Sorry, this is the music I want.
Oh my
So-
God, I'm crying.
You are all now on top of this cliff face. You see the suit of armor here, an arm missing out of it, and you can see down the chest plate where they had been cutting into it and slowly working their way through various armors, various layers of this armor, trying to break through to the person inside. What do you do?
I'm gonna.
I think I'm just like lowering my sword, just staring at the badger swarming over a skeleton at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Very.
I'm coming back down to the ground and like advancing up and trying to help.
Yeah,
I would
Varys
like
will
the,
approach too.
I want
Are-
the badgers to come down and bring me back up. Like
I want to help what is obviously Lieutenant Raynor's daughter.
Rialta,
yeah.
you are brought up on a swarm of badgers that carry you up.
A palanquin. Of
Yeah.
badgers.
So you're able to get up there. Melody, you're also able to climb up. Varys, you approach the broken armor. What would you like to do as you approach?
Well, did we learn Lieutenant Raynor's daughter's name?
Kelsey.
Mm-mm.
He said,
Did
he said it was Kelsey, yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then you said it again at the beginning of this session.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did say at the beginning. I just couldn't remember if we'd actually. So I'm pretty sure that's who this is. So because Varys heard about, he didn't realize that it was literally a 7. He didn't know how that worked, but this robot armor does look like it wasn't made by God. So he assumes it must be some horrible technological monstrosity. And he goes,
Oh my god, is this bitch in a fucking mecha? I just realized.
yes, he's in a
Yes.
mecha suit.
Machine.
Yes.
This
It
is fucking
clearly came from Machine Satan.
yeah. This
She's
is
fucking Iron Man.
Tony Dark over here. So I said, Kelsey?
If there's any response, you don't get the sense that whatever's inside can hear you, or that you don't know. You don't know. No response comes from the machine.
So nothing. The armor doesn't move, right?
It doesn't
Okay.
move. It looks. So I should give you guys an idea what you're looking at. So picture a large suit of armor.
Yeah.
That has a big chunk of its chest that's being cut into. One of the arms of it has been torn off, although
Oh.
unlike what the demon said, you actually can't see inside of it. It doesn't
Oh.
actually look like there is a spot where an arm would go through there. There's just
Gotcha.
more armor underneath it. The head of it has smoke coming out of the neck area.
Okay.
It's kind of like sitting with its knees bent and its feet on the ground still, and it's like hunched over, like
Okay.
picture like a golem that has run out of energy. That's kind of what it looks like.
I would like to knock on it.
You do.
So like Alphonse after like one of the major fights.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You knock on it, and it's a moment later where you hear a pretty solid thunk thunk back.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna put my face near the thinnest where most of the armor was ripped, and I'm going to yell. I gotta go, Kelsey! Lieutenant Raynor sent us.
You hear another thunk, and then a louder thunk. Make a dex save.
Oh dear. Okay. Is this an effect that's targeting only me?
No, I would not say this
You know
counts
what?
for that.
You know what, Callie? That's rude.
Oh no,
Not
road
targeting you
effects.
so much as your collateral.
I got a 10.
So as you kind of lean your head down to it, another kick goes, and the chest plate finally deconnects and kicks off right into your face. And you're gonna get knocked back 5 feet and take 2 damage.
Okay. Oh.
Emerging from the damaged machine
Yeah.
is a girl. She has the long pointed ears of an elf and deep brown hair. Her hair is short for the most part, cut in a small swoosh over the right side of her head, with the sides and back cut almost to the scalp. There is, notably, one section of hair that still runs quite long, almost down to the small of her back. She's about 5'8" and has the build of a training blacksmith. While she certainly isn't bulky, her body is toned from the many repeated motions of using a steel shaping hammer and working a forge. A pair of dark-tinted goggles cover her eyes, and she appears to have been caught while cleaning up, as she's only wearing a gray tank top and with a bloody patch just below the rib cage and breeches that run from her waist to the knee. On each wrist, she has a large brass bracelet that has spinning cogs inlaid within it, and in her hand is a device you've never seen before. It has a long, thin cylinder made of metal that actually appears to be 6 small cylinders attached to one another. The cylinder connects to a lacquered wooden handle, and there's a trigger similar to that of a hand crossbow on it. She points it at you immediately as she steps out.
Kelsey?
I said your father sent us. Damn.
Of course he did.
I'll step over and help Varys up.
Are you hurt, Kelsey?
Just my pride. Very
Well,
nice
that
to
is
meet you all.
well.
Well, nice to meet you too. Perhaps we should get out of the danger zone here.
Ferris looks at the gaggle of badgers.
Yes.
Perhaps we should.
Yes. She hops down off the machine and takes a look at it for a second, frowning.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to fix it.
Oh.
No way I'm going to be able to carry it back. Anyone got any blasting powder?
I'm sorry,
What?
what?
Oh, never mind. I got blasting powder.
Can't say I do.
You see her reach into one of the compartments in this thing and take out a sack of... you actually have... I would say... Caldana, you've probably seen this before. Miners use this sometimes to clear out passageways as she starts to set up to detonate the machine.
How heavy does this look?
The machine?
Yes.
Probably hundreds of pounds. It is. Picture a solid 7-foot tall hunk of metal.
Okay, so I probably can't even really try to
Solid.
drag it.
I would be impressed if you could.
Wait!
What? What? Huh? Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Melody. Leafy, threw a squirrel. I want to make sure it was okay before you do. I
Oh.
don't know what you're gonna do, but I don't think it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
gonna.
want to be anywhere near that.
No, we're all gonna want to leave.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Wait, are you blowing this up?
Yes, I don't want anyone else to get it. If
Oh.
other people discover this, the gnomes will have my head, right? None of you know who that is. Okay.
I mean, some of us
She's
might
very
be able to try to
strange.
drag it.
I was gonna
I
say,
think fascinating.
Caldana and I can attempt to move it.
You're welcome to try. Usually I need a winch.
All right, kid, this is gonna sound real weird. I need you to like punch me every few seconds.
You're right, that does sound weird.
How about one of my badgers can bite your ankles?
What?
That'll work.
That would work.
No, that would not. What are you talking about?
Well,
You're the one that has a large
leave-
metal person.
Leave us to our methods.
it worked on the beholder.
It's better at keeping me pissed off
She-
and therefore stronger.
She glances down at the dead or no, sorry, it disappeared.
Yeah, it vanished.
You killed the beholder.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Damn near cut it
I
in half.
didn't like the badgers.
Who are you?
Some people have called us the Whispers in Silence. I don't know if you've heard of us. We're out of, I guess at this point,
Oh,
Stone's Throw.
I have heard of you,
Ah,
actually.
well. Your father, we happened chance to meet. We had met him before once in Mina's Reach, and well, we happened to be heading the way he thought you might be. He actually went searching for you in the other direction, but well, fate have been kind to you.
I see. Oh, Nightshade, where are you, coward?
Oh
right. It is a moment later where you, Varys, you actually look over around here against the tree, and you see a little drakeling that was the same shade as the tree, and it finally allows its color to shift back to its normal deep black shade. It looks a bit like Hemlock, similar.
Like a fairy dragon.
Yep, it's a little fairy dragon. She nods. Oh yes, my hero. Thank you for the save, Nightshade. Anyway, anyway, let's all take a big step back, and we'll go ahead and get this thing detonated, and then we can talk. I have much to say to you all. And as she
Aldana has already stepped forward with Brooks to try to heave this thing.
go ahead and make
Can
strength
the
checks.
tree assist?
I mean, it could assist once, but as soon as it gets away, you're not going to be able to.
So
Yeah, we
I
have
get
quite a
advantage
distance.
because rage.
Please.
23.
Nat 20, so 25.
You two heave and push, but it does not budge. She shakes her head. It's a prototype anyway. I've got a more reliable one that I can use. And so she turns around to go sit up. And as she turns around and kneels down, just wearing a tank top, you can see on her back. And on her back, under the arms of the, under the bands of the tank top, you see a moving clockwork wolf tattoo. And that's where we'll wrap up for tonight.
Clockwork.
Moving?
It is moving.
In say the same manner that ours, well, some of ours
Some
do.
of yours used to, yeah. And that's where we'll wrap for tonight.
Oh my god, she was chosen by the prince of the machine prince.
No, it's probably coincidence.
Indeed.
I
She
mean,
probably
I'm
got
already
Just-
looking.
It's just nano machines.
Yeah, she got some sick nano machines. She's like
Yeah,
Senator
machine,
Armstrong.
son.